When we were kids, we didn't know we had everything. Oh, yeah. A loving mother, sunshine, we were born Africans. And we're here, feeling it, dancing, worshiping the love of life. Feeling it, dancing, worshiping the love of life. Yeah. I didn't think we'd end up reminiscing about the past. Oh, yeah. Dreaming of a land that's far away. Life is fast, and now I'm feeling cold. I'm cold. Life's unfold. I'm told the world is cold. I would give everything to go back to my roots. If I made it and we are here, dancing, worshiping the love of life. Dancing, worshiping the love of life. The love of life. The love of life. The love of life.
Microphone check. Belly dancing. What it up? What is up? What it do? How are you doing, my people? I hope you're fine. I hope your week was nice as mine. I hope your weekend was nice. I hope you are as tired as I am, because for some reason, a fool like me decided to do this thing at midnight and a half my time, where I could have done this at 3 p.m. or at a normal time. But hey, we are artists. We live at night. We do things at night. This is how we do. This show is brought to you by shadawear.com. This t-shirt is actually a t-shirt that we represent Brazil today. País tropical. Boa noite, Brazil. This is one of the items that you can find on shadawear.com. You know how we do. You know, I'm not gonna give you the whole rundown about Shadawear. I do it all the time. But letting you know that the sponsorship for this show will be open soon, and I will soon be starting to replace this logo with whoever brand has money to give me. Mr. Gore Patrick, welcome to the Shada Gang. New subscriber here. Hey, this is how we do. So I hope everybody's feeling fine. Today we have a special guest. You know, from time to time it's good to have some guests. You know, it's strange because I never saw myself as a guy who would like present a show, invite people, because I was always on the other side, being interviewed, being like, you know, responding to the question in radios and thinking in my head, what a stupid fucking question. But hey, you know, I was just like, hey, you know, yeah, blah, 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 answering. And, you know, and it's funny because when you do interviews, you know, when you have somebody who doesn't know nothing about you, and he just went like 5 minutes before the interview, and they open your Wikipedia, and they're just reading a little bit of the Wikipedia and asking questions between each paragraph. They're like, so when you were 7, your mother offered you a synthesizer. Can you tell me about this? And you're like, oh my God, one of these interviews. Fuck. But you know, it's great to also be able to have conversation and to introduce to you guys people that I think are interesting and people that I'm interested in talking with, because there's a lot of the artist world that we don't really know. Sometimes, you know, we know people when they are famous, but we don't know the backstory. We don't know how they got famous. Did they destroy somebody else's career to get there? Was it easy? What is horrible? Did they have to fuck to get there? Who? How? Like, there's a lot of career paths that are different. It's not like, and it's funny because when you are famous, people know you. Like, you have the people who knew you from the beginning. They know you because they've been there. They've seen you grow. But then you have the rest. They know you because they have the hit song and everybody's talking about the song. So then they know you, and so they think you appeared from nowhere, and they don't know what's your story, what's your struggle, what did you do to get there, who did you meet on the way, who tried to prevent you from getting there, who is actively working for you to go back to the hole where you came from, etc., etc., etc. And this is a story of us artists, and it's important for me to have conversation with people and try to, you know, let you discover people that I deem interesting. Mr. CV Beat, how are you, my brother? I hope you're fine. Queen Juju, what it do? How are you? Miss Emmanuel, I hope you're fine. How is it doing how is it going in Canada? Julie, how is it doing in Paris? CV Beats, how is it doing in Boston? Mr. Future Sound Beat, how is it doing for you? Who else is here? Yo, Mr. Matt Music, how is it doing for you? Where are you? Are you in Spain? I think you're in Spain. Madrid, probably. You had a horrible week? What can I tell you good? Listen, if you had a horrible week, listen, I'm going to make your week good with one story. Just one story. Listen to the story. Let me cut the music just for you to be concentrated on the story. A bear and a rabbit are sitting in the wood and they are taking a shit. The bear asked to the rabbit, yo, bro, do you have problems with shit sticking to your fur sometimes? The rabbit's like, no. Just take a shit and everything just goes away. The bear says, huh, cool. And he takes the rabbit and he wipes his shit with the rabbit. There you go. I hope he made your week better. My Skizomba, what do you do, brother? How are you? I hope you're fine. Master Electronic, how is it in... No, is it Master Electronic or... Is Master Electronic in Sweden, I think? I don't know. Listen, guys, everywhere, put in the comments where you are watching us from for us to know. And I hope you're good, Master Electronic. Miss Ellis Boys, how are you, sister? I hope you're fine. Yeah, you've been gone for ages. I haven't seen you here, but I've seen you in Body's lives, so you know. So good. Oi, Tina. Boa. Tu tá sempre aqui a ver novela. Tu tens que escolher um dia entre novela e nós, porque isso realmente não aceito mais. Anyway, I feel like I'm a ninja. Oof, the chat is pumping. What's going on here? Damn. Mr. AJ, how are you? So wait a minute, AJ. So you come here, you don't say hi to us, you say hi directly to Miss Julie. All right, okay. I'm just saying. Miss Dahlia Show, how are you, my dear sister? Listen, I loved your video on the... So if you speak French, of course, you have to go to Dahlia's channel. Her last live show was amazing. She had a debate about why does the infidelity of men gets forgiven easier than when it's women getting infidel. And it was an interesting debate. I mean, I'm waiting for the part 2 of the video, and I really want to be part of the debate, because I got some things to say. My music is in the... Oh, you in the US, in Atlanta? Oh, all right. Hey, Mr. Double XL, what up, bro? Canada, Paris, Sweden, Delaware. What up, Mr. Nuno Silva? You laughing from the hospital? Okay, yeah. you had a bad week. You had a bad week. I hope it's not COVID. That's what I'm hoping. What up, Mr. Robert Ford? Alpharetta, GA USA. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my music, I hope you're okay. I hope you get well soon. And I hope it's not too... Well, if they let you watch live shows, it means you have your telephone. It means you're all good. Well, listen, when I had COVID and I was almost dying, I still had my phone and I was still watching YouTube videos, and I was like, at a point, you know, I was not even breathing. I was like, will I see another day? Will I see another week? But then I was like, should I do a live? Should I do a beat? And you know that my singles, because I upload them long time in advance in the stores, I had like, the whole time when I was sick, I had 3 singles that came out. And anyway. Ooh. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. I'm a people. Listen, it's with a great deal of pleasure Because if you know me and my intros, sometimes I arrive here with something distinct to say, and I end up doing an hour just of intro, just talking about, things. So, okay, I missed it then. Sorry. So listen, a few years ago, I was in Miami with some homies. I think it was a Super Bowl. It was the night of the Super Bowl. So everybody was in a bar, and we had a distinct plan. It was like, okay, we're gonna chill, go to a bar, then we're gonna go to that hotel with a French name. I forgot the name, but whatever. We're gonna go to the Delano, have a drink. Then we're gonna go to the Fontainebleau, chill a bit. Then we go into the strip club. That was the plan. And I don't know how we here in the bar with a friend of ours. It was like 3 or 4 of us, and we were watching the Patriots again. I don't know who, and I don't know who introduced me to this girl. I forgot. I don't know. It was a nice girl. I was like, hey. I don't know if she introduced herself or somebody introduced me. I think she was with some friends. I don't remember. It's not clear in my head. I don't remember guys. I remember girls. Anyway, at a point, she was in front of me. And she starts speaking French. I'm like, I go all the way to Miami for people to speak in me in French. And she's like, I'm a kizomba dancer. I was like, what? Wait, what? Yeah. I dance with Tony Pirata. Yo! What? Okay, nice. So yeah, Tony's my boy. He's the white wolf. Those guys, they're well known. They're well known for different reasons. So he's a great dancer, and I think she was at that time becoming his new dance partner, if I remember well. I'm not sure, because I think he was one before. Yeah, he was with Sophie before, and then she was the new dance partner. And it was like, wow, that's nice. And I don't even know if we spoke more than that after that, but I mean, we're gonna talk about it. So listen, if you want to speak to her, you can speak in every language, because listen, I was on her Instagram. Wait. She speaks. Listen to this. She speaks French, English, Spanish. What is this flag? At this time, I don't see nothing anymore. It's getting old. Is it Portuguese? Yeah. Spanish, Portuguese, Moroccan or Arab? I don't know. Anyway, so you can speak to her in all these 5 languages, and she will reply to you. So if you have questions, you can ask your questions in the language that you want. Malcolm Beast, what up, brother? Anyway, without further ado, let me turn on her sound first of all. Because sometimes I introduce people and then I forgot to put the sound, and they're like, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome to the show the one and only Lydia Laprade. Hey.
Okay, just wait a sec, because we're having a huge technical problem.
Oh shit, already?
Yeah, remember when we did the sound check?
Yeah.
You asked if I heard you twice.
Huh? You are hearing me twice?
Yeah, but like with a big time in between.
Okay,
so it's...
I can explain to you.
Okay.
Do you have YouTube open?
I don't. Actually, I checked. I only have a Skype open.
Are you sure?
So
You're looking good though. Are you... Oh, thank you, Mr. Robert.
okay,
Thank
I
you
don't
so much for
see
the super
anything
chat.
anymore. I just hear the things we said like 10 seconds ago or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually,
That's strange.
it is. I don't even see you anymore. I don't even see
What
the.
you mean you don't see? What you mean you don't see me? Oh my God. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
Simple as that. All right?
All right.
See, she fucked my intro already.
I
Those
know,
Kizomba
right?
girls.
I was like, the whole time I was like, I know I'm gonna hit him up with like technical problem and shit.
It's normal.
Okay.
It's the internet. But what, like when you hear me when I talk, or you hear me after?
Actually, oh my God, I don't even know what you are saying at the moment.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Make sure that you close all the applications and let me call you back right away.
Close.
All right? Okay, call you in a second.
Okay.
Well, guys, make sure that I hear myself. Close all the applications and let me call you back right away.
Close.
All right? Maybe it's me. Call you in a second.
Okay.
You know what? Well, guys, make sure. You know what? She was right. It's not even her fault. Guys, it's not even her fault. Ding, ding, ding. You know what? Let me tell you something.
What?
It's not your fault.
It was yours?
Yes.
Oh my God! I thought you were like on top with your technology and everything. I was so impressed, and now
I am. The thing is, when I was sending the link, right? When I was sending the link to the show to people, I let my YouTube open, so I was not hearing it because it was going to Skype. So you were hearing double with like a 15-second.
Exactly.
A 15-second. So
it was a hard time.
I'm sorry. My bad.
It's fine.
I know it's fine.
We learn.
You know, we learn. She tells me.
We're all learning from your mistakes.
Hey, this is how we do. When you do your show, you'll be good. Listen, Mr. Robert Ford, thank you so much for the super chat. Mr. Future is saying pretty lady in the house. There you go. You're starting. Listen, all you wolves in here, don't start.
Listen.
Don't start. It's a professional show.
You stay calm.
There you go.
But I actually now see only myself. I can't see you. I don't see the YouTube page. I don't see anything the same way it was.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I guess it's because
like I cannot see the screen and everything like we tried, you know, during the rehearsals.
Interesting. Let me see. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to. Well, the people see you. That's the most important.
All right, but I can't. It's weird. Like I'm talking to myself. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, I do this all the time in my mirror. Oh, maybe. Oh, wait. What about now?
Okay, now we're talking.
Hey, see?
Yeah.
Everything is possible. Listen, it seems like now my thing is blocked.
Yes, it is. You have a good profile though, but
I have to say that my profile is good.
Right?
So while I'm trying to understand why my video has been oh, I know what happened. you are creating all kinds of problem in my thing because
I did everything right until now.
now you know what? Because I was trying to understand why was having a problem, and I selected my camera in Skype. So then it's probably unselected my camera on the other side. You see what I mean? So now I have no idea how do I put my
camera back?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. Wait. Let me see. Interesting. It never happened to me. Lots of things happen to me.
Some people are trying to block this live.
Well, that's a good thing. It means it's all good. Anyway, let me read some comments while I'm trying to understand what's going on.
Okay.
Lydia is beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Julie. So are you?
I'm watching you. Vou deixar o prazer para dançar com estas mulheres. Yeah, podia ser bom bailarino. Malcolm Beats. I know that I'm stuck, man. Matt Music is saying muita bonita from his hospital bed. He's not sick. He's good. He's not sick.
Take care. I hope you get better soon.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to know why.
Yeah.
I'm not appearing.
If someone is an expert in YouTube and Skype and whatever the bull is happening, please help us out.
Don't worry. I'm gonna make it happen. Sometimes all you have to do is turn on, turn off.
Oh.
Your camera. This is always the first option. And if your camera doesn't turn on anymore, what the? Okay.
Is this live ever gonna happen or?
It will. Don't worry. Of course. Why not? Yes, I was using the virtual camera, Dahlia, but for Skype. So because I selected it, wait, I'm gonna do something. Wait a minute. Don't worry. Okay. Now, here. Preferences. That's crazy. I like this beat.
Me too, actually.
I actually just did it.
I was about to ask the question. Oh my god, this guy.
Hey, you know how I do. Damn it. Well, I never had this problem, so I guess I'm gonna know what to do. Somebody said slap the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, don't worry.
Throw everything away.
So, guys on YouTube, don't worry. I'm gonna quit the app and I'm gonna turn it on again. So, if the normally it will take the live back to where it was. So I'm just gonna turn off, turn on.
Okay.
Are you ready? You got a live broadcast in progress. Are you sure you want to end it? I'm scared now. Wait, I'm gonna do it differently. Wait, I'm gonna do it differently. Bam! This is how we do.
Yes! Oh my god.
Yeah. So, we were saying.
Yes. As we were saying, you know what?
Yeah.
I was blown away because I couldn't remember how we met. I was like, where did I meet this guy? I couldn't remember. And then you mentioned Miami. I was like, whoa. And now that, like, it came back to my mind right away.
Because we met,
yes, it was Super Bowl night.
And yeah, I remember that. And
we were in Miami, and the friends I was with,
Yeah.
knew your friends, and because I'm a kizomba dancer, they were like, yeah, this is Kaysha. He does like he's an artist, he's a music producer, beat maker, singer, and this is how we met.
Crazy, huh? That was like how many years ago?
It was how many?
5 years ago? Don't remember.
It was 27. It was January 2017, 4 years ago almost.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Lydia, I want to learn how to dance like you. Can you teach me, please?
Sure.
I can't with these guys. I can't with.
Do you have the budget?
Ah, there you go. That's how you tell them. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy
cousin.
story. But we met at the bar, not the strip club though. I have to say, because I had no idea you were going, like you were heading to a strip club.
That's what
We
you do in
met at
Miami.
the bar.
That's what you do in Miami.
Well, not me.
I'll take you next time.
Okay.
They have the best chicken ever in ours. Like,
The best chicken?
no, the best chicken for real. Like,
Okay.
we go there, we are surrounded by naked women, but we don't care. We are actually talking business. We because I guess when you've been so many times, it's not really the people that you look, because a lot of them are our friends, so we don't even look at them like that. You actually just here talking business. We're watching our phones. We're talking about money and music and business deals and yeah.
I get it, but what's the point of doing that in a strip club? You can go to a basic office or something, right?
Yeah, you could, but it's
But you
us.
get naked women around you. Like, it brings more, I don't know, creativity or
Don't go
inspiration.
feminist. Don't go feminist on me. It's just.
Oh, I'm not.
It's just
I'm
it's a
not.
Miami thing.
Strippers is the most feminist.
Yeah, and
I guess
the
one
thing
of the
is,
most feminists.
at the same time, because a lot of them are our friends, it's a good occasion to see them, because between two shifts they come sit with us and eat chicken
nice.
and talk and
Nice. Okay, I want to meet your friends too.
see, there you go. Lydia, have you featured in any of Kaysha's videos? Not
What do
yet.
you mean featured any of your videos?
Like a dancer, like a music video. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet, because
Not
this
yet.
guy won't hire me.
I got no money. It's coronavirus. I just survived. Like,
Yeah, and I end up not having any either,
can you
because
imagine?
you don't have any to pay me for your videos.
That's crazy. So listen, so before we begin, so this conversation, do you want to do it in English? Do you want to do it in French? Do you want to do it in Spanish? Do you want to do it in Portuguese? Or do you want to do it in Arabic? I speak all 5.
Oh, you do?
لاباس.
Alhamdulillah, وش رايك?
شكرا.
This guy. Okay, well, Arabic definitely not, because
I put the music in the back. Like,
what?
I put the Arabic kizomba in the back. Like,
Yeah, I know, and it's also in my veins, but ironically, it's the language I master the less.
ok. Alors, si vous parlez en français, vous pouvez aussi lui poser des questions en français. Elle peut aussi
Voilà.
répondre en français. N'est-ce pas?
Aussi, parce qu'on sait que les Français et l'anglais, c'est...
C'est la merde. Sauf au club Shada.
Ben voilà. Parlons français.
Se vocês querem falar em português também, ela fala português.
Sim, também, mas
Mas
ainda preciso trabalhar, né?
ela também fala,
Ella también
habla
español.
español.
Sí, también, pero
So,
todavía tengo que trabajar.
Matt Music, I know you speak Spanish from your hospital bed. So you want to ask some question in Spanish, we're good. And but we'll conduct everything in English. But for those who speak other languages,
guess
understand that we can go to your language if you need.
Absolutely.
Future Soundbeat says he's ready.
All right.
Bro.
Actually, you ain't, but.
Being in nature frees your mind. I like your smile, Lydia.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say
I like
anything.
your profile picture.
Well, listen, everybody look good in a drawing.
Oh, wow.
Ain't that
I
true?
might not. I never tried.
The strip club is the best place to test a new sound. Yep,
Nice.
Will, that is true.
Okay.
I mean, it's saying French, please.
Eh ben,
Il faut apprendre l'anglais, c'est comme ça.
qu'on se le dise.
Margie, hello, I follow you on Instagram.
Who?
You probably, or maybe me, or maybe both.
Right?
Yeah? Huh?
Well, shukran.
CVB says, I speak Criollo.
Ah, no, Criollo, I don't.
Well, I used to speak. I mean, I understand.
Criollo.
I understand all Criollo because
Yeah.
after a certain number of X's, you speak the language. So I speak.
I know you said you have exes everywhere, so you speak
That's
every
not true.
language.
I only have 5 X's in the world.
Okay.
2
So
baby.
you speak 5 languages.
No, 9. But this business that. Je trouve Lydia charismatique, talentueuse. Elle me rappelle la beauté et la sagesse d'Alia.
Oh, wow. Merci, Julie. C'est une comparaison incroyable.
N'est-ce pas? En rock
Déjà,
dit.
les adjectifs sont pas mal, mais alors la comparaison. Merci, Julie. Je prends.
Natalia is saying, come to Madrid, Lydia, you are the best.
I'm coming to Madrid. Estaré en Madrid desde el 11 hasta el 14 de junio o algo así.
Oh,
Pero las fechas estarán en mi Instagram. Estaré en Madrid.
there you go.
2021.
En rock dit, Lydia, tu es très jolie. Comment as-tu appris toutes ces langues?
Oh, merci. Bah, j'ai des histoires. Enfin, j'ai des histoires. Derrière chaque langue, je suis francophone de naissance. J'ai commencé à aller en Algérie, qui est le pays natal de ma mère, très tôt. Donc, en fait, j'ai été introduite au dialecte algérien tôt. Du coup, je pense que mon cerveau a aussi intégré la gymnastique entre les langues, qui a fait que ça a été un petit peu plus facile par la suite. J'ai appris l'anglais par la vie et à l'école parce que j'ai toujours écouté beaucoup de musique, j'ai toujours aimé les films en VOSTFR et tout. J'ai toujours un peu baigné dans l'anglais, et puis il y a eu l'école, évidemment. Après, l'espagnol à l'école aussi.
Pareil.
Et le portugais, bah, en étant... Bon, le portugais, je l'ai vraiment commencé à l'époque où j'ai commencé le MMA, luta libre, qui vient du...
Wait a minute.
Brésil.
Did you do MMA?
Yes, I
Like
used
you
to
are
train.
you are MMA fighter?
I'm going back to it.
You mean that if
I'm a fighter besides.
you mean that if a girl wants to fight you because she's jealous of whatever, you can beat her ass?
I actually don't fight girls, only guys.
What?
It's true.
Wait a minute. Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
like
Wait a
fighting
minute.
with
Okay,
girls.
wait a minute.
It's too lame. They grab your hair and it's done. Come on.
Wait a minute.
So I'm not.
How many guys did you fight in your life? Wait. Let's go back. How many guys did you fight like in the ring as a fighter? And how many
Never.
guys how many guys did you fight in the street?
Yeah, mostly in the streets.
Are you ghetto like that?
I'm not ghetto, I'm just responding to a certain vibe. And you know that nowadays, being a woman in the streets,
You see, the prettier they are, the more
the
dangerous
more
they are.
ghetto.
Yeah, ghetto, dangerous. Like she does
No, not
MMA
dangerous. Oh, uh,
fighting. Like, did
Come
you ever
on.
beat a guy?
Kinda.
Oh my God.
The
So like,
first guy I ever, like, I remember my dad is so proud of this story.
Okay.
I had a problem with my neighbor. I was like, I don't know, 10 or something.
okay.
And he spit on me.
Oh
And
shit.
I kicked his head and I opened his, I don't remember if it was his lip or his eyebrow or something, but I opened something, he started bleeding. And then my father, like, he yelled at me in front of the parents, and then he was so proud, like, yeah, that's my girl. That was my, that's the first time I remember. Maybe I did something before.
How old were you?
I don't know, 10 or something, maybe before. I
You
can't
were
remember.
beating people at 10?
Because he spit on me. That's what I'm saying. I'm responding to a vibe. I never fight. I never hit the first. Ever.
Oh my
If I
world.
tell you stories about what happened to me, like, you would be crazy because you have no idea how men can be aggressive to a woman physically.
I know.
So, and I never hit the first, so it was always me defending myself.
At 10 years old, she
Yeah, or
opened his lip or
eyebrow.
eyelid with her foot. It mean that she did like wah with the foot. Like look at this beauty here and feel the danger. The future
Yeah.
sound beat, abandon everything. Listen, MMA, bro.
Yeah, my father is a kickboxer, so he started to, train me when I was
So
young.
she's even more dangerous. You can get kicked, like you cheat on her, you get kicked by her first,
Oh
then
boy,
you get
no,
kicked
that's
by
not
the
even
dad.
worth my energy. I don't even kick you if you cheat on me. I just leave. My kicks are not like you don't even deserve
You
my.
need to
my
deserve the
fuck-
kicks. Oh my
your
God. Lydia, when are you coming to the US? Come
Oh,
to
I was supposed to have
Virginia
a
Beach.
tour in the U.S. in
Listen.
September. I was supposed to tour there.
We were all
my
supposed to tour. We were all supposed to
Yeah,
tour
right?
somewhere. And we gotta talk about that. Lydia,
will.
are you still single? What the heck?
Oh my!
Don't even answer this question.
Don't cross. I won't. This is crossing a line, and I don't allow it.
Oh my God. Ignore him.
I will.
À quel âge
Never.
as-tu découvert que tu aimais la danse? Quelles sont les difficultés que tu as rencontrées dans ton processus pour devenir professionnel?
Alors, honnêtement, je me souviens pas de ma vie sans avoir dansé. J'ai des vidéos de moi, de mon 2e anniversaire en 96, en train de danser. J'ai des vidéos où mon père, je suis dans les bras de mon père et il soulève son t-shirt et il fait des waves avec son bide, tu vois. Et moi,
Ok.
je fais pareil. J'ai 2 ans et je soulève mon ventre et je fais waver mon ventre comme ça.
Wow.
J'ai des vidéos comme ça où je suis en train de danser. J'ai toujours dansé toute ma vie. Et vers l'âge de 4-5 ans, ma mère m'a amenée à mes premiers cours de danse qui étaient de la danse orientale. Et en fait, j'ai toujours dansé toute ma vie. Je me souviens pas de ma vie sans la danse. J'ai toujours aimé la danse. Ça a toujours été naturel.
That's her in
Oui, j'avais.
that's her in
Cette photo,
2000
j'avais-
and that's her in 2000 and
2000, I think.
2000.
Je crois
That's
que
20
j'avais
years ago.
99 ou quelque chose comme ça. J'ai mis 2000 pour arrondir, mais je crois que c'est fin années 90. J'avais 6 ans là, quelque chose comme ça. Ouais, c'est ça, 2000.
So what are you dancing here?
Belly dance. J'ai commencé avec ça.
Wow.
Ouais. Ma petite danse, j'étais comme ça, tic-tic-ta.
That's crazy.
Ma petite Shakirette.
So that's her Instagram for those who want to follow.
Yay! Et les difficultés que j'ai rencontrées, elles sont diverses. On a d'un côté la famille, forcément, qui
Mhm.
pense que tu fais pas un vrai métier.
Ouais.
Encore tout à l'heure, encore aujourd'hui, j'ai eu mon père au téléphone qui me disait « Bon, t'as des plans de carrière pour ton avenir ?» Comme si j'étais pas déjà dans une carrière, tu vois. Et, mais je les comprends après, tu vois. C'est pas la même génération, c'est pas les mêmes...
Ouais.
Voilà, c'est pas la même chose. Donc, j'ai la famille qui a En fait, ma carrière de danseuse a été... Alors déjà, elle a été soudaine. Il faut savoir que je faisais des études à l'époque. J'ai eu un bac scientifique. Je suis allée faire une fac de médecine à la Timone à Marseille parce que je suis originaire du sud de la France.
Mhm.
Et après ça, j'ai fait STAPS à Lumini. Donc, je voulais vraiment... Enfin, il fallait que je rentre dans le moule, que je fasse un truc,
Mhm.
un vrai métier, n'est-ce pas? Et puis un jour, j'ai pété un câble, en fait, dans un bus parce que j'étais en pleine grève. Il y avait grève SNCF et grève des transports marseillais.
Damn.
J'avais passé une journée de malade pour aller à la fac. Et en fait, j'avais la tête contre la vitre et je me suis dit, mais si je suis plus de ce monde la semaine prochaine, est-ce que c'est ça que je veux comme vie, tu vois?
Mm.
Et c'est là que j'ai eu le déclic. Et quelques mois après, je bougeais à Paris. J'ai passé l'audition pour rentrer à la Juste Debout School où je me suis formée. J'ai tout quitté pour Paris. Je suis arrivée, je connaissais rien, personne. Je suis venue avec ma valise. J'ai loué une chambre chez quelqu'un. J'ai
Wow.
démarré ma formation. 1 an et demi après, j'ai gagné le championnat du monde Africa Dansa. Et,
Wow.
et en fait, c'est en forçant ma carrière, c'est en étant vraiment audacieuse, tu
Mhm.
vois, que j'ai imposé l'acceptation auprès de mes parents, pas de ma famille, de mes parents. Et en fait, c'est en voyant que je me débrouillais toute seule et que je fonçais la tête la première que mes parents ont accepté, tu vois.
Mhm.
Ils se sont dit, ok. Et puis, ils ont vu aussi que ça marchait.
Tu es mannequin
Et-
aussi? Enfin, je...
Alors, continue,
Just-
continue, vas-y.
I'm just-
Attention. Antanta.
Bra, bra, bra.
Je suis pas vraiment mannequin. J'essaye, mais regarde ce que ça donne.
Je suis en train de chercher la vidéo que j'avais vue tout à l'heure avec tous les types de types de danse. Mais je la-
Ah, elle est plus haut. Je suis en maillot sur le. C'est dans le jardin de.
Ah, là, attends.
Ah, où est-elle?
Celle-là
Elle est là à droite, regarde. Non, à
Ah,
droite.
c'est ça, ok.
Là. Et du coup, donc j'ai eu la famille. Après, ben, il y a le fonctionnement de la société, le patriarcat, qui forcément met plus de bâtons dans les roues des femmes que dans celles des hommes, tu vois.
Mhm.
Il y a aussi le fait que je sois née dans un pays qui ne donne pas forcément de crédit et de valeur à l'artistique,
Mhm.
sans vouloir cracher sur la France. Hein, je dis, c'est factuel ce que je
Non,
dis.
non, on le voit, on le voit en ce moment.
Voilà, c'est très difficile d'être artiste ici sans cracher sur qui que ce soit, quoi que ce soit.
Mhm.
Donc voilà, les principales difficultés ont été la famille, la société un peu patriarcale et le pays pas très orienté artistique, qui font que franchement c'est une lutte au quotidien. Mais voilà, c'est mon choix. C'est mon choix, je l'assume et je continuerai de l'assumer, quoi.
Tu as raison.
Voilà.
On vit tous un peu les mêmes. Sorry for the. Let me go back to English.
Yeah.
I think everybody live the same struggle when you begin. You know, when you begin your career, it's always, especially when you wanna go artistic. The family is never for it.
Right.
You know.
Unless you were born in an artistic family.
And you know what? Sometimes even if you are born in an artistic family, because they know how hard it is,
Yeah, right.
they try to dissuade you from going that route, you know, because it's not easy, you know. But yeah, it is what it is, and we do what we had to do, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Impressionnant, merci pour ta réponse.
Oh. Merci à vous.
You rock, Lydia.
Thank you.
I agree with you, Lydia. Fighting girls is lame. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. What? Wait a minute.
Nice.
In Taekwondo, and I would only pair with guys because the girls were always saying I fight too hard.
I know.
There's a lot of aggressive women in here.
No, not aggressive, just tough.
Garçon manqué, oui.
Sûrement un peu garçon manqué, non?
Un peu? Non?
Pas du tout.
Ouais,
Mais en fait, pourquoi on attribue la force et la bagarre aux garçons? Je suis pas garçon manqué, je suis une femme qui est forte et qui se bagarre.
I think
Je
that
n'ai rien d'un garçon.
I think that if I fight with Lydia, she would kick my ass.
Non.
I believe so. kick like a girl. We prefer you feminists always.
Yes, I do kick like a girl because I am.
As a dancer, do you see the Kizomba movement on a decline in popularity beside the pause because of the COVID has put, or do you think it's maintaining its popularity in the world?
I think it's remaining popular,
Yeah.
but not in the good way.
Oh,
I think it's like the professional and artistical part of it, side of it, is kind of declining, but it remains popular because people enjoy it. It's a trend, right?
yeah.
So
I mean-
professionally, I would say yes.
But what do you mean professionally is declining?
Well, I have the feeling that people are no longer going for quality,
Okay.
but more for quantity.
But you know why?
And why? Because of the conception?
No, because of the money that is made. First of all, like I was having a conversation. I don't know if you guys remember, like maybe 20 episodes ago, we were having a conversation with Olga Korzinkina about back when they made the first Kizomba festivals, and when it was still something very artsy, something very small. And when Kizomba festival exploded, there was like 10 Kizomba festival the whole year. And so everybody would go in those 10 festivals and a lot of money was made, right? Welcome, Khodiji. But then it became so popular, and I saw this in music as well. We went from, I remember when it was like 20 of us, 10 guys, 10 girls. Kaysha, Nichols, Ali Angel, Ludo, Jean-Michel Rotin, Marvin, Tosemedo, Philippe Monteiro, Mika Mendes Elísio, and then Sumia, Princess Lover, Fanny G, and so on and so on, right? It was 20 of us, and we had 100 clubs asking for us to come perform. So we could ask any price we want because there was more demand than offer. And we made a ton of money for 10 years. And then it was easier and easier to record. Microphones, instead of costing you 5,000, start costing 100. A studio session, instead of paying like 1,000 per day for a studio session, or you could just have a computer and a USB microphone and record at home. And then instead of having to build products, CDs in factories, you could just send MP3s to SoundCloud and to Spotify and iTunes. And all of a sudden there was, and at the same time you had like terror attacks, you had just the decline of market, you have new laws, you have a lot of things that happened in Paris that made the number of clubs go from, just in Paris, we had 30 clubs where we could perform in 2000. Today, to perform, if you are a Zouk or Kizomba artist in Paris, you have like one club? I don't know, I didn't perform in Paris for so long. When they tell you you're gonna perform in Paris, usually it's like an hour away from Paris. So just this, we went from just France, we had like hundreds of clubs. Then you had like Belgium, we went everywhere in the world, but there were so many places where you could perform, and there were so few artists that you could ask a high price. Today, there's, I don't know, we went from 20 artists to 100 artists at the same time, releasing songs all the time, videos all the time. Everything costs nothing today. So there's more people, so there's more noise, and it's hard for somebody who, and we are artists. We're not here to say what is quality, what is not. And the fans, they don't really know. They are the ones who decide. Sometimes there's the shitty song that becomes popular, and this drives the price down. And it's exactly what happened, I think, with the Kizomba business. Is we went from 1 to 10 to 500 festivals per year. And we went from 10 instructors, 10 couples instructors, to everybody and their mother going from hip hop, going from salsa, going from whatever, because the money was there. And all of a sudden, anybody could be a Kizomba teacher. And because there's no governing law, there's not a certification, there's not something where you can say, oh, you are like, anybody can say tomorrow, I know about the dance, I know about this. So anybody can become a teacher on a point. You just need to know how to dance. And I've seen a lot of.
You need to make views, not even to know how to dance. Nowadays, it's a matter of views.
Yeah.
If you have one video that goes viral,
Yep.
it's over. You become an instructor.
It's like, I was having a great conversation with Malcolm Beats, and he's been doing some amazing beats. We worked together for a long time, and now that a lot of people are using his videos, people are asking him to come and DJ. And he was like, I was like, yo, it's an opportunity. Go take the money. See what I mean? But it's the same thing here. Some people will buy 1 million views on YouTube. It's harder to buy views now, but a lot of people would buy 1 million views on YouTube so that the clubs can hire them to perform. And but we can like it or not. Me, I'm not a person who judge. I'm a person who sees the market, and I'm just like, okay, the market is like this today. And of course, when you have something that's popular, when you have something that brings money and that people are hungry for it, and Kizomba is super popular, of course they're gonna have people who will say, okay, how much does it cost to organize a festival? It costs to organize something of a good quality. Olga was saying you need like a good 30,000 to make it happen. And back in the days, you would invest 30,000, you would make 100,000. So after paying everybody, etc. Today, some people will make one with 1,000, and they slap a hangar, they put just some sound. Whoever knows how to DJ, and now DJs like these tools, technology make things. Welcome home, a song. These tools make being a DJ, you can just click a button, the things mix itself. So anybody can be anything today. Like, even look at me, I was a rapper, I sing now, thanks to the tune. So anybody can become anything these days, and make money. So I guess I understand, but at the same time, I really believe that the way for and I'm very careful with the words that I choose, because you cannot say the real, because the people who were first always believe they are the real.
I know.
I believe that because everything is alive, a lot of people who believe a lot of people that believe that they were there in the beginning, they believe that they should have like some honorary thing, where actually if you don't
credit.
And the credit I understand, but it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be winning. It's the same thing for a lot of singers who studied music at school, who know everything, who can listen to something and tell you, yeah, this is a A mineur, La chromatique, whatever. They believe that they should have the success. And then I tell them, yeah, but your song is shitty. If you have a shitty song and you are a great singer, but you sing a shitty song that nobody remembers after 10 minutes, it doesn't matter that you have the best voice ever. If your melody is whack, people, they understand good melodies. They don't know technique. They just, like, people who understand technicality are more technicians themselves, there are other singers. The public, you have to understand, like, the public is not really looking for the same thing as you. And I believe that the all these Kizomba festivals, Kizomba dancers, they went from a hobby, I guess. I'm not sure if you arrived as the second phase or if you were there from the beginning. I'm not sure when you start really getting into Kizomba, but I believe that a lot of people just have to understand the times and adapt to the times. And I think the mistake that everybody did was that it was a real hobby, was a passionate thing, and all of a sudden a lot of money came in. And with money comes all the opportunists, of course, and they didn't know how to protect the core of what they were doing, because they had no idea actually what they were doing. They in the beginning, they just wanted to dance, and like the first instructor themselves, and they were being in this. A lot of them were Russians, Portuguese, French, and they were dealing with something that was not their culture. So they didn't know how to, like you in this thing where you don't know if you can. And I know how they felt, because I felt the same way. I became the number one Zouk artist, the number one Kizomba artist, the number one Coupe de Cali artist, and I never been any of these culture. Is not my culture. I mean, I'm African, so it's my culture, but locally, I'm from Congo, and I never been the number one Dombolo artist. So but then you are like the guy who decides what happens in Zouk or what happens in Kizomba, and you are the one who's actually deciding the trends, deciding who's gonna be the next artist, and putting so many people on the map. You have so many songs that are iconic, and at the same time you're like, yeah, but and I cannot decide the rules because it's not my culture. I'm not Caverdian, I'm not Angolan, I'm not, and so you don't touch nothing. And the problem is, because you don't touch nothing, you leave and you don't write the rules nowhere. So you leave the space for all the opportunists to come and arrive from everywhere. I remember like 8 years ago, a lot of those hip hop dancers that I know, all of a sudden they were like Kizomba teachers. I was like, what?
And the worst part is that at first, hip hop dancer would talk trash about Kizomba, saying it's just walking, it's just a piece of ass with bones all around. Because I had a foot in both worlds, so I know who was talking about who, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kizomba dancers, like, they would be so, they would feel above hip hop dancers because they thought it was coming from the streets and it was like dirty or something. Like, they would talk trash about them too. And now we have tons of Kizomba dancers who all of a sudden have a past in the hip hop dance scene, and hip hop dancers who all of a sudden are passionate about Kizomba and think it's like the most beautiful dance on earth and wanna learn about it, and like it's all mixed, when it used to be kind of a Cold War or something.
Yeah.
So I saw the evolution.
And it's funny because I saw the same thing as a singer, because I come from hip hop. I was part of the first wave of the rap, the Paris French rap movement. But because I was singing in English, I never could get signed. And a lot of those people were like, yeah, who you think you are? So I arrived in Zouk R&B, Kizomba, etc. by mistake, by just doing my first song. And to me, it was a rap song, but it became number one. And all of a sudden now I'm like the leader of the new generation, and all the rap people are looking at me like, yo, you're doing like Zouk, le Zouker, and they were laughing at me all these years. And in 2010, look at all of them doing reggaeton, trying to do kizomba, calling me, hey, how can we do, hey, can you make me a beat? And I'm like, wow.
I know.
But that's money.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think needs to happen for the genre to get a new injection of life?
So in dance wise or music wise?
And you know, before we answer the question, I think this is what is the most interesting problem about kizomba, is that because kizomba is an umbrella term for a lot of different dances,
Yeah.
tarashinha, passada, zouk even now, compa is on itself in another continent, but ventuinha, samba is put in there, and then you have the music itself that used to be called zouk, R&B zouk, candy zouk, ghetto zouk, cabo zouk, coladeira, tarashinha, tarasha, etc., etc. People are just confused on kizomba the dance, kizomba the music. I believe that neither exists. It's just an umbrella term. But yeah, it's an aggregation of a lot of things. But I think he was talking about probably the dance
Okay.
with the music, I guess.
I guess both are concerned.
Yeah.
Needs to happen for the genre to get a new injection of life.
Does it need?
I honestly, I have to choose my words wisely as well. I honestly believe that whenever we go back to quality, we give life back to a movement or a trend or whatever.
You know, something that is interesting. I was having sorry to cut you. I was having a conversation with somebody 2 or 3 days ago, and they were telling me that as bad as the situation is, you are in Paris right now, so you are under curfew, and Belgium itself is under curfew as well. Portugal, we're not in curfew, but their streets are empty again. The clubs are closed everywhere, so we're not performing. And in a way, it is creating a cleanse. This will wash everybody that is not solid enough. Us, we're gonna be like in French, we say les roseaux. We're just gonna bend, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna be back to the form, because we are able to sustain damage. And I think that when we will come back, or when things will reopen, a lot of people would have just disappeared just because they were not really solid enough. And there's a real cleansing that is happening right now. There's a lot of I've been talking to a lot of label owners, and they're telling me that they're losing a lot of artists because it's been 8 months without shows. A lot of artists are just abandoning ship. A lot of producers. I was just talking now with a guy who makes a ton of videos in Portugal. He told me he lost 70% of his his clients, and they had to reimburse all the 50% to everybody, because all the video was not impossible, because a lot of those people, they come to Portugal to shoot cheap videos. It's cheaper here to shoot a video, and you can shoot in the beach, you can shoot, there's a lot of places you don't have to rent places here, or even to rent a big house to shoot a video is going to cost you nothing compared to France. You can come here with 1,005, you're going to have an amazing video. But a lot of these people, because the borders were closed, they could not come to shoot videos. So, boom, video makers, no money for 8 months. Performers, singers, dancers, DJs, club owners, restaurants. There's a listen in my street, and I live in the one of the best neighborhoods in Lisbon. It's in the rich area. I've never seen some of the places that I know for 8 years. There's one restaurant and one place where they sell furniture. Two actually that disappeared because almost a year without clients, without money entering, and you still have to pay your rent, charges, electricity, etc.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But this is, in a way, it's horrible for us artists. I've been talking about this in this show forever. But at the same time, if you look at this in a cynical way, it's gonna clean up. It's gonna clean up a lot of people.
Not for the same reasons, depending on the area.
Of course.
Because I don't think that shops and restaurants are shutting down for the same reasons. Like the cleansing isn't the same in this area than it is in the artistic world.
Mm-hmm.
But about the artistic world, I very much, very deeply think that the solid ones are going to stay because their solidity comes from the honesty, the engagement, the investment of our, beings in our art. Because people who give up in such an era are the weakest ones, and what makes them weaker is the lack of knowledge, investment, engagement. I don't know, the list goes on.
Yeah, if you don't have a solid base to stand on.
If you're not honest in your investment, people go, like, if people are here because it's a trend and because it's convenient and
they will
because
go fast.
It's their mood, they're not going to stay. Obviously, they don't have the strength. They're not rooted enough to stay, right?
That's true. And I guess even I've been talking to a few of my friends are festival creators and promoters, and they were complaining with the competition from bad festivals. And I guess it's going to be the same thing. A lot of people will abandon ship. And I mean, in a way, it will, it is a good thing. Yeah, we can see it's a good thing.
For those who are going to make it through.
Exactly. Est-ce que tu as fait des vidéos avec des stars?
Des stars, je sais pas ce qu'on appelle stars ici.
Moi non plus.
J'ai tourné dans le clip de Nadia. Est-ce que tu te rappelles de Nadia?
Nadia.
Nadia, et c'est parti pour le show.
Ah ouais? Il y a combien de temps?
Là, ça remonte à 2 ans, quand elle a fait son comeback.
Ah, ok. Ah bah, moi, je sais plus ce qui se passe en France, donc...
Ouais. Moi, pas vraiment non plus, mais voilà, après, je sais pas ce qu'on appelle star, mais oui, j'ai bossé avec Nadia. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? J'ai même pas mon CV en tête, mon Dieu. Là, comme ça, je ne sais plus.
Wow.
Je ne sais plus. Mais pas beaucoup.
Any famous dancer inspired you into dancing?
Not really, because I had already started, but a few dancers inspired me into keeping on dancing, because obviously I've thought about
quitting,
giving up many times.
Okay.
And in those low times, you need to find something to hold on to. And good reasons to keep going. And Paris Gobel was one of them.
Who?
I would mention her, Paris Gobel.
Wow.
She's from New Zealand or something. Now she lives in the US, but.
So, do you call yourself Kizomba dancer, or you call
No.
yourself a dancer?
I'm a dancer.
that happened
I would
to-
never call myself a kizomba dancer.
Somebody broke the light.
I know. I thought it wouldn't show, but it did.
Well, you know, after my after being frozen for 5 minutes like this, I guess I was like this like for 5 minutes. So I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but you know, it's funny how people like to put people in a box. You know, it is.
I know, right?
It is always the same thing. Like people want to, and people don't want to see. Like me, it's funny when we, oh, you're a kizomba artist. I'm like, okay. I go to another country. Oh, you're a zouk artist. I'm like, okay. The people who know my story, they know me as a rap artist. They know me as a hip hop beat maker, and before that, I was making house music. Like when I was like 17, 16, I was making house music, and even before that, and from 8 years old, I don't even know what I was making. I was just making melodies. I was just trying to recreate the melodies from the series that I was watching. So it's very, people have this need to reduce you into something that they see you doing today, and it's funny, like today, I mean, you're not familiar with Club Shada, you are now, but some people come here and they start acting up in the comments and they say, yeah, but when are you gonna sing? You keep talking. I came to see you sing. And I'm like, block this nigga.
Wow.
Because some people need to, and I have conversation with people for some time. They're like, yo, you need to come back to the game, bro. You need to do this. You need a good video and a hit so you can sell a lot of shows again. I'm like, you really think that my life revolves around doing shows? Once you've done 1,000 shows in your life, you still enjoy doing them from time to time. When you do them, when you have a good show, it's cool. But
Yeah.
the dream has been fulfilled, and
In a way,
you are
yes.
now waiting for the next thing. And as a learner, you need something new to excite you as an artist. The rest becomes boring. And that's why sometimes people tell me, yeah, but I mean, why are you doing Amapiano? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing house? Why are you doing all these styles? Why are you not sticking to the Kaysha that we want or we know? Why are you not the real Kaysha? And I'm like, how you know who's the real Kaysha? Like, these people are crazy. So what?
Because they're so convinced they know you.
Yeah. Do people are people convinced they know you as well?
Yes.
So what are you reduced to usually?
A kizomba dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be reduced to a dance partner,
Mm.
and it's even worse
Mm-hmm.
because a kizomba dancer is still a dancer, but when you're a dance partner,
You're not even the one calling the shots.
yes. So yeah, I was reduced. The worst I was reduced to, I would say, is a dance partner.
And that's very interesting. What I've seen with what the ladies are doing in the kizomba world, and how they are going beyond with lady styling, with a lot of solo videos, and I've seen how you've been developing your brand slowly with the help of your videos, and I commend you for that. It's something I teach people all the time. You have to work on your brand, and then from your brand you can do anything, because what you want to be reduced to is your own brand. As long as people know Kaysha or people know Lydia Laprade, they will come back for that, whatever you propose. And it's something that the Americans know how to do. The Europeans or the Africans, we love to reduce people to something that they did, even if it was 30 years ago. When like people don't, like, I could be a president of a country in 20 years.
Yeah.
if I get myself to it. Or I could
Sure.
just become a big magnet of finance because
Mm-hmm.
people don't have a clue of what is my baggage at school. People don't have a clue. I went to the best university in France for economy, so that's why I know my way around. But I can use that for other things. Actually, I don't talk about it that much, but I'm always doing deals that have nothing to do with music all the time. Actually, yesterday I was in a conference of 2 hours and we're talking about cobalt and copper and metals.
Yeah.
But people, they like, yeah, but yeah, what about Fiona? Fiona, 2003, like, let it go. But at the same time, it's beautiful when people remember the things you did and it stays with them. It's not to regret who we were. It's just to be able to move forward. Let me ask
Yes.
you, what are all the dances that you are good at? Belly dancing.
Well, as a perfectionist, I would never call myself
Good.
good at something.
Okay. So
But this is something I'm actually working on because it's not very healthy.
yeah.
But it's still hard for me to say, yeah, I'm good at this.
Okay,
But,
so let's be humble and say, what are the dance
That I
that you are
can
comfortable and you can dance easily?
Okay, comfortable. I would say house dancing, hopping, hip hop new style. Yeah, those are Kizomba, Samba, dancehall, Afro,
Yeah.
belly dance, obviously.
I want to see that.
You want to see what?
No, one day I want to go to a show of you doing belly dance, like with the
Oh wow,
attire
then
and
I have to
everything.
belly dance in a show. But my one of my next videos will be belly dance.
Actually,
It's planned.
I'm having ideas in my head, but
Oh,
go on.
Kaysha, I know. I love when you have ideas. We're gonna talk about it.
And can we say that the last 2 years or 3 years, what has been really bringing in money was dancing kizomba?
Yes, definitely.
How many countries did you go dancing kizomba? Like what? And what are I mean, even more interesting, like, did you go to all the continents?
No, I only met only South America. I was
Okay.
supposed to go to Colombia in February, but thank you, COVID.
Yeah.
I never went to South America. Not yet.
I can't wait to go back. What about, did you go to China?
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times in China. So what do they dance? Do they have kizomba classes in China?
They do. They're actually better at salsa because I guess salsa and bachata because I guess it was there earlier.
Yeah.
But they do dance kizomba. They even dance reggaeton, dancehall. And I had a Leon Rose who is a great salsa dancer. He's from Trinidad. And
Yeah.
the last time I was in China, he was there and he played soca. And like he made the soca animation and people were actually dancing. So
So wait a minute. So when you arrive in, like, what city did you go in China?
Huanzhou,
All time it was Guangzhou?
yes.
How many people were there? It was a festival? Was it a party?
Yeah, it was it was a festival. It was a festival and 2 festivals, 2 medium festivals. Sorry.
So how many people? Like
I can't tell you. I'm super
200,
super bad at
300? Was it like the
yeah,
one?
200s.
I know we were together in Kinshasa, in Congo.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was going back to Lisbon. You were running in the airport for another flight to another country. I was like, yo,
Where were we going after Congo? I think it was Japan.
Japan, like, oh, come on, like, can you just fathom like the craziness of imagining yourself that Kizomba is traveling, like, took you to Japan, China, Azerbaijan, Dubai, Thailand, like Russia, like I remember when I arrived in Ukraine, I was like, wait a minute, I'm in Ukraine to sing One Love, Something Going On, Question My Heart, like Ukraine. It's and this is, to me, when people complain about the fact that other people are invading their culture, and I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like, you should be proud at how many people, how much your culture has invaded other people, because that's what the Americans have been doing all this time. They have the cowboys, they have the superheroes, they have like, they're always like, and that's how you actually, it's actually a culture is actually the best way to invade minds and to get in. And to me, when I see how this culture is everywhere, and how from a page to another, I was on a page called they tagged me on a video that Sarah Lopez did with one of my songs, and I was watching Kizomba Dance TV, I guess, and I was watching all the different dancers now, because he went from compa, zouk, then passada. Like back in the days, we had like compa, zouk, passada, kizomba, tarashinha, ventuin, and now you have like so many different evolutions from everywhere, from the urban keys to the, and even urban keys now you have like, and then you have kizomba fusion, lady styling, heels mixed with kizomba, and
I know.
But that's what's called, and to answer Matt Music's question, this is what you call being alive. It's the same thing when people ask me, do you think Kizomba died? And I tell them, yeah, but what about Jaja from Aya Nakamura? That's a pure zouk. This is just like, this is zouk in its purest form. What you mean, it's dead. It was the #1 song last summer. It's just the evolution. And some people, they don't really understand that whatever they like in the 80s is not the same in the 90s, in the 00s,
Right.
the 10s, the 20s. It's just like hip hop. The hip hop I grew up on has nothing to do with the hip hop of today. Same as the R&B. Trap didn't exist back then, and it's normal.
But it's still hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the next version, and the kids of today, the kids that are right now growing up on TikTok will not have the same music and the same even the moves. They love these.
Definitely.
The 15 second they have to do a tum 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 tum. Yeah, you know.
I
And
know, right?
I see my sister-in-law. She's 19. She's TikToking all the time, and yeah, and I see the moves. There's the TikTok moves, and
Yes,
it's
the TikTok
it's
moves.
culture. Culture is moving all the time.
Transforming.
Do you have a chip in the urban keys versus Kizomba war, or you don't care?
I don't really care. I just because I have less.
You like
I am
me?
less attracted.
Okay.
What?
No, I thought you were saying that like me, you're an outsider, so you don't care.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. But I also listen to myself a lot, and I'm not very much attracted to the Urban Keys music style, Urban Keys vibe, Urban Keys everything. So just because of my taste, I don't call myself a Urban Keys dancer, and I don't I don't evolve throughout this movement, but I respect it and I don't really have an opinion. I just know because it's obvious that it's two different versions, transformations of the same root.
Yeah.
Because it came to Europe and it evolved and it had like, it was influenced by a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that it's two different things, but I don't know why there should be a war, because then
neither.
we should have a war between motos and cars, and like every different thing should have a war. No, I don't think so. So
and
I'm
even,
not really into the war.
And something I always tell Kizomba people when they complain about urban keys, I said, yeah, but should the Zouk people complain about you? Because
yes, because
like,
Compa gave birth to Zouk, and then Zouk kind of gave birth to Kizomba, and like,
yeah, so why are you complaining about your kid?
Should be all mad at all of us.
And it is funny because like I was talking to this Kizomba teacher who was really having a long conversation about but and they do that, I was like, and I look at him and I was like, oh, is that lady your wife? And she was like, yes. I said, she's Spanish, right? He's like, yes. She's white, right? Yes. What about you? You black, right? Yeah. You Angolan, right? Yeah. Okay. So should your kid be black? Do you think it's going to be black, or it's going to be white, or do you think it's going to be caramel? And he was like, it's going to be caramel. I said, yeah. So why do you think that Kizomba is going to travel all the way to Russia and stay the same? It is normal that the people who dance polka all their life will polkanize your Kizomba, because that's what artists do. They see something they like. In the beginning, they learn the basic steps, and then they start adding whatever. Exactly. And instead of fighting against evolution, if you really like the place where you are, promote it. Promote it the same way, and try to learn from how the new people, and because of course they are younger, they're more internet savvy, and so they know how to use Instagram. Like I see all these girls, Oksana, Sara, and a bunch of them that I don't know, girls in Israel, girls in Russia, girls in Ukraine. I see a lot of them, and how they know how to use the Instagram, TikTok, and in YouTube to push their corner of the culture.
Yes.
And what I tell people all the time is, stop complaining, look at what they do, adapt to your thing, and push. That's how you have a market share. Because in the end,
but come on, it's hard to tell people to stop complaining and start doing shit.
Nah, amen.
It's hard, so I mean,
I know it's
kind of, a complicated fight you're having.
Well, listen, to me, it's not even a fight. It's just logic. I like to talk people into logic, sense. I just tell people, listen, I don't complain. Because if I started complain, I would complain about CDs disappearing, vinyl disappearing, cassette disappearing. As I used to sell cassettes by thousands every day, CDs, my clubs disappearing, going from the material to the digital, being pirated, like arriving in countries where my CD is not there, but everybody knows my song. How? And instead of complaining, I was always trying to understand how things happen and how can I take advantage of it. But that's me.
Because you have this wisdom. That's what makes you you, and that's what makes people. So I don't think you can expect the same level of consciousness from everyone, but I understand the reason why you keep on talking reason into some people and trying to,
Yeah, you might find in one good grain in the rice from time to time.
Right.
Quality in music has lowered so much. Now, labels nowadays don't look for talent; it's for who draws the most attention.
I was having this exact conversation yesterday. Yes. Now we take someone who looks good, we teach him or her how to sing, and then we have an artist. It kind of goes the same for dancing.
Yeah, I'm letting you talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, because people, it's a matter of being receptive to something. Not everybody has what it takes to receive quality in a good way. If you don't have the eyes to see a great dancer, if you don't have the capacities, the tools, the whatever you need to be able to make the difference between a great artist and someone who's not a great artist, you're not going to understand. So what are you looking for? Beauty is something that everyone can see, everyone is attracted to, everyone is sensible to. I don't know. So we're all able to see beauty, but we're not all able to make a difference between good music and lame music, good dancer and lame dancer,
and technicality.
So yeah, so I guess betting on beauty, on looks, is most of the time a win, because a beautiful person is going to be, attracting people. And
I on my label, Sushi Raw, I produced a few beautiful girls that didn't know how to sing that much, and I sold hundreds of thousands of CDs. And one day I took one girl that she was okay looking. She was really not a model, and she was eating well, but she had the most amazing voice I've ever seen. And to me, it was like, yeah, that's all we need. Let's do a success based on music, and not
right.
on being a model or whatever. And I had a conversation with her about, so what do you want to do? Do you want, because you know me, I go straight to the point. Do you want to compete with the top 10 of Zouk music and Kizomba music? And if so, are you ready to lose 20 kilos and completely change your appearance and whatever? Do you want to compete there? Or do you want to make great music? And it's going to take us 10 years to make your name a household name, and we're going to do it single after single after single after single, and after a point, nobody will have the courage to go against your talent because of all the good music we're going to put out. And trust me, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be on your side every step of the way, song after song after song after song. I'm going to teach you how to perform well, because you were super shy on stage. I'm going to everything. And listen, all the artists came to me. What are you doing? Like, she's a chorus. And I was like, hey, let me do something that's important for me. Let me make something based on quality and talent rather than the superficial thing. And I even had heated arguments with people. But she was singing so well that some people, guys, I'm talking about guys. There's a guy who wanted to manage the girl. When he was talking about her, he was crying. That's how much talented she was.
Wow.
And then she started complaining about not being in the top 10 and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, but what about this? And then she went to Portugal. She found a girl. He fucked her, pretend to her that she was going to be a star. And now she disappeared. So I was back to the models who can't sing.
Right.
But I mean, in a way, you have to find the balance, but you also have to understand that, you know, like us artists, we live in a world where we believe that we can, you know, actually it's going to be a subject of a one video, but for us, 2 equals 0.25 plus 0.75 plus brackets, 4096 racine carrée equals divided by A equals 2. What? We love it because we are technicians and we understand the technicality. But most people who are in the club, it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. Everything else is too complicated. And you have to find a way as an artist to make it simple to the neophyte, but for the guy who has the eye to be able to see the little movement you put here. It's the same thing as I was in the studio with an artist and I was like, can you focus more? I understand that you are an amazing singer and I understand that you want to impress the other amazing singers. But I'm going to tell you one thing. All the people you are trying to impress are poor. And there's a reason why they are poor. Because you guys are singing for each other. The public, they don't care about a song that started and you are vibing the whole thing and you are being super technical the whole time. The public, they care about a good song with a good melody and the emotion. There's a reason why the first time I sang ever in my life, coming from rap, full of auto-tune, it's called One Love. And people, until today, One Love, Fiona, all these songs, it's not about the technique because I had no technique. It's about the emotion that stays with you forever because you're going to remember your first boyfriend, your first dance as a married woman, your whatever, the first time you cried was on Si Tu veux de moi, etc., etc. This is what is the most important part of art. Yeah. The people who believe that it's just about technique, they are wasting their time. And if you look well, the people who have a lot of technique but that are successful, they understood that.
Yeah.
And they display the technique usually after 3 minutes in the songs. That's when they go, woo, that's when they, but
yeah,
it's
that's the balance.
And it's really important that people understand that maybe for us, the quality has lowered, but maybe the music we were doing back then, people were saying the same thing. Because I remember when we came with Jean-Michel Rotin, with Ali Angel, Nichols, with our Zouk mixed with R&B, people were saying the same thing about us. People were yelling about, this is not Zouk, this is not in Creole, what is this? This is made in computers, there's no life, where's the Groka, where's the thing? And you know what we were saying to people? Fuck you.
Third finger live.
Hey.
It always works.
What up, Mr. Russell Simmons? Hey, Shada gang, I hope all is well. Hey, Lydia. We good, brother. Lydia,
hey.
Can you dance bachata?
Yeah, I can.
I'm sure you can.
I went to lots of SBK festivals. I'm mostly booked in SBK festivals, so obviously I don't.
What is SBK festival?
Salsa, bachata, kizomba. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Salsa, bachata, kizomba, and I remain a social dancer, so I'm not the kind of kizomba artist who's going to SBK festival and only stays in the kizomba room.
Okay.
Like I like to, interact because I can have people in my classes who don't really dance social kizomba because they don't have the level yet, or they don't have the balls, or they just don't want to at this very time. So I like to interact with people in as many different ways as possible. So I always go to salsa rooms and bachata rooms, and I always try to dance different things, because I also have students who come to me and are like, Lydia, I really want to dance with you, but my kizomba level doesn't make me confident enough. Can we have a bachata? Can we have a salsa? And I'm always down for that. So I push myself to be open to as many things as possible and available. It's important.
Actually, I don't even know how to dance kizomba.
Oh.
For real. Like,
what do you know how to? What do you dance? Zouk?
Yeah, I think this is the problem, because I know how to go 1 2 1 2. The 1 2 3 is killing me. Like, I can do I have one basic move that I can do, as long as we're not starting to try stuff like. And the only person who tried to teach me something was Shada Lopez, and it was already so different that when she started doing this, once her booty started doing this, I was like, okay, I'm lost. I don't know. Like, and she was, no, understand, this is the exit. I was, the what? What you mean the exit? Do I exit? And she was, no, this is Saida. Look, 1 2 3. I was like, sis, forget it. I'm gonna sit down and watch you guys dance. Like,
okay, we'll try again.
Oh my God. Le rap d'aujourd'hui est très proche du zouk et du compas, niveau mélodie. Mais le rap d'aujourd'hui, c'est que des chanteurs de Ndombolo. Ils sont tous congolais.
C'est vrai, en plus.
Ils ont fait un... Tous congolais. Ouais. Tous. C'est-à-dire, c'est tous mes enfants. Hey, Heather.
Hey.
2 beautiful people. Thank you, Mr. Amir. They don't think about us artists in this pandemic. They really forget about us. We lost money, so many projects delayed, canceled, and we have to support each other. Yeah, that's very true, Julie.
It's true.
They really don't care. Like,
and it's a big paradox, because imagine we were all like, the entire world was into a lockdown. Ça veut dire, I was about to talk French. It means that we were all in between 4 walls. Yeah. And what do we do the entire fucking day? We watch movies, we watch series, we watch dance videos, we take online classes, we listen to music, we paint, we read books. Art is literally everywhere. Into lockdown and out of lockdown. I mean, our entire lives gravitate around art. I mean, my clothes come from an artist, right? My makeup, my whatever, the music I listen to, cooking can be art. I mean, art is literally everywhere. And when I see people forgetting about artists in the middle of a pandemic that they went through thanks to art, because imagine people an entire day in between 4 walls with a freaking virus around us, with no music, no movies, no Netflix, no series, no books, no dance, no TikTok, no whatever, nothing. You're going to stare at your wall, waiting for the night to come and go to bed. So you cannot be ungrateful. This is something you literally cannot do. You cannot forget about artists, because then you forget about a big part of your own life. Because if we take off artists from the planet, well, we don't dress anymore, we don't eat, we don't have any decoration at home, we don't have nothing to watch, nothing to listen to. We have literally nothing to do. So it really hurts me to see how it's easy for people to forget about how much we are in their lives, actually. So I agree with you. We have to we have to support each other, stick with each other, and really fight through this, because People need to realize this. It's really important.
I really believe that. Do you believe that the government are, in a way, responsible for the demise of all the artists because they were so busy trying to protect people that they just decided to sacrifice a bunch of the economy, and especially a lot of the art economy. Like now it's going to be 8 months that only the fortunate, those of us who are fortunate, could do a show. Like I remember when I came back from the show I did in Congo, it was a really well paid show. I was lucky to have this. The first thing I did, I just paid the school for my daughter, like for the whole year. And I paid my rent for the whole year. And I was like, and I paid the school of the trimester of my son who lives in Angola now. And I was like, okay, at least this is done, and I'm good. I can't complain. I'm having my show. My YouTube channel is growing up thanks to this show. I'm a guy who I love to reinvent myself. So to me that was time to do something different. So I have this show. People are making donations through the super chat. So I cannot complain. But I see so many people, that's all they had. And all they needed was a way to be able to perform. And
just a way.
A place, some way, even if it's reduced, like a third of the people, whatever, do it, even like a concert hall that can have 10,000 people and just only have 2,000 people there, or 1,000, and put them really far from each other, something. Or only outside, whatever. And they were just like, nope.
Or even online. But because online stuff has been going on, but without the intervention of the government or the great structures, the official structures, it was all done from scratch, right? So the government is 100% responsible, first of all, because artists were never appreciated. Because we are, black sheeps. They don't like us because we kind of go out of the system in a way, and we have our own, like, creative people are never a good thing for the society we live in nowadays, because they want to, hold us. We are
hard to, we like soap.
Manipulate, right? Because we think, like, I'm not saying that non-artists don't think. That's what I'm saying. But it's just that we have a different sensibility that bring us to different reactions to different. We're different. So, first of all, they don't like us very much, and I don't believe. But it's my opinion, though. I don't believe that the government is very concerned with protecting us, because then they would take better decisions. I'm sorry, but when you see that the subway is fucking
packed
full of, like, we are all spitting on each other, walking on each other the entire day, and then you ask us to go home at 9.
I haven't been in a subway in a long time.
Right? And I don't get to work anymore. I don't get to give my classes anymore because you want to protect us from 9 in the evening. So if the government was concerned with protecting people, they would actually take actual protective decisions, not just decisions to say, hey, look, there's a situation, we're making decisions, so from now on you're going to do this and go there and be that. And so, like, it doesn't kill people. There's a virus, okay, but it doesn't kill people to do something, to push art, while remaining careful.
To me, I completely agree with everything you said. But at the same time, I'm also going to give, I'm going to have to also be the advocate of the government.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. You keep people outside, people die. You put people,
keep people
you put
inside.
people inside, economy dies, and you lose, you lose. La chèvre et I forgot what is le poids ou l'enclume, whatever. I forgot the expression.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, artists, like
Yeah.
they were like, they try to protect the economy as much as they could, and then they really realized they could not because people were dying and it was already too late. I believe that nobody was prepared for. I mean, like if you take all these people, right, and look at all these nations, they are powerful. They run the world, but nobody was prepared for this, and only the Asians were prepared because they had those viruses and they used to the mask and all these things. So it's really different, right? But third, I will have to also tell the artists, right, that there was a lot of tools at their disposal to be able to
also true
to use YouTube, to use Facebook, to use Zoom, to use, if you have your clientele and your brand is established and the people miss you, the same people who are on YouTube all day. Oh, thank you, Russell. The same people who are on YouTube all day, on Facebook all day, on Instagram all day, and watching these 100 videos per day, they are like, it was actually the best opportunity ever as a creator to have all your public, all your potential clients, all in front of screens. They didn't have a choice. Usually people, they're busy being in the restaurant, they're busy being there, they're busy doing this, they're busy going to see their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their whatever. It was 4 months in the year where people were at home and they had nothing else to do. And if you look at it in a business perspective, this was the moment where you can hold captive a lot of people, time to install something. That's exactly why.
But then how do you monetize this? Because people stay at home and they don't get paid.
That's exactly what I did here. You see, I started this in April, and how do I monetize it? Views, people in the chat giving something. Somebody gave $50, somebody gave $5. Every show somebody gives something. That's the way to monetize it. You do online classes. You can say, okay, normally if people pay 20 euros to go to a class in the real world, you can sell the same class for 10. They will pay because they're at home. They're not spending money either. And a lot of them, people think that everybody's at home not making money, but a lot of them, they're working from home. A lot of them are getting paid to work from home. A lot of them are getting paid to just to stay home. The government in the US, they spent trillions to pay people $2,000. Some people were getting paid even more than at work to stay at home.
Yeah.
So all these people had money to spend. Actually, there was a lot of money, and not everybody is struggling. Some people, they stayed at home for 8 months with 50,000 in their bank accounts and nothing else to do. Don't forget that the Kizomba clients, a lot of them have money. A lot of them have a lot of money because you need to have money to go every week in a different country to go to a Kizomba festivals. And you need to be really hungry about dance. So all these people, now they're at home and they have nothing to do and it's scratching them. They want to dance. And whoever would have said, okay, I'm going to have my YouTube channel And on my YouTube channel, you need to be, so if people had people like you who are building their brand as artists, instead of having all these videos on Instagram, you had YouTube channels, not YouTube channel from other people with millions of views. I have a video I have a video of Albir and Shada dancing to Diamonds. This video has 10 million views, right? This video doesn't belong, the channel doesn't belong to Albir. The channel doesn't belong to Sarah. The channel belongs to just somebody who was just filming with his phone back in the beginning of the Kizomba, and 10 million views. Who makes the money?
The exact same.
So who makes the money from that video? It's me,
Yeah.
because it's my song and Content ID pays me. But if this video was in the channel of Sarah or in the video of Albir, then these 10 million viewers, I would say 500,000 of them would actually be these 500,000 people would be subscribers of those channels, right? Which mean that they would already have the number of hours necessary to activate super chat like I have on my channel, and they would have enough hours to activate memberships on the YouTube channel. So what you do after that, since you have memberships on your YouTube channel, so what is membership? On YouTube, you can have where you can subscribe to a channel, but you can also join a channel. When you become a member of the channel, you pay 5, 10, 15, depending on what the creator sets. So let's say 10. You pay 10 every month to support the channel you love. Now imagine that you tell all the people, I'm gonna give class on YouTube every week, but to be part of the class, to be able to see the live, or to be able to see the replay, or to be able to see the all classes, you need to be a member of the channel. Now, you need 500 members to make 5,000 a month. And if somebody that have all these videos, if all these dance videos with all these people were in your channel, then you would already have the clientele, and every time you have a video, every time you have, boom, it's in your channel. So they're all there already. You come to your channel, you say, hey, like I did back in April, guys, I'm gonna make a show. It's gonna be called Club Shada. I'm gonna be talking.
Oh, you started only in April.
We had episode 53. We just started, right? And look,
I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a long time, but I was just making myself too busy with other stuff. But you just convinced me.
But so you see, imagine that if all these videos of you, hey, new subscriber, Mr. Becanti,
Hey.
welcome. If you had a YouTube channel with all these videos of you that are around the internet, right? If I type your name, now imagine that if all these videos were in your channel, right? You would have enough people now in middle of pandemic. All you would have to do is just say, listen, I'm gonna continue to have free videos, but those who want to see lessons is gonna be here in my channel. So if you have 100,000 subscribers already, like Beatrice, for example, she's not a teacher, but when you have all these people, you could just say, hey, in my channel, I'm gonna make a whole festival online. It's gonna be on my channel, but to be able to watch, and to be able to interact in the chat, you need to be a member. To be a member, it's 5 every month, or 10, or 15, and then you can use some special emojis just for the members, and your name will be in blue or in red or in green, etc., etc. You're gonna be a special member, and you will receive whatever. I will do videos just for you, etc., etc. And we will have conversation for those who feel lonely, etc. Around your brand. Sorry. This is what I'm doing here. I'm doing something around the brand of Kaysha, and people are coming. All these people that you are seeing here in the comments, of course, some people came thanks to you, but a lot of the people who are here, they are here every day since the beginning. And of course, there's been some new people, but a lot of them, they came here because of me, and they stayed because of the content. And if tomorrow I say, hey, there's gonna be memberships, those who want to support the channel, you know, go ahead and whatever. If one day I want to do a show, I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna sing for 1 hour. I'm gonna sing songs. You can leave the songs you want me to sing, etc., etc. But you have to be a member to be able to see the show. A lot of people who want to see the show, they will come, go get a membership. If I have 100 people and I make people pay 15 or 10 or 12, I'll make 1,000. There you go, I'm good to pay my rent. And
I know, right?
This is what I believe a lot of artists miss the opportunity because everybody went to Instagram where there's no money. And everybody's there being like, oh, look, I have 5,000 likes on my video. Look, all the likes I have. And I'm like, so how much money you get per like?
It's bankable, but in a certain context, which doesn't happen a lot.
Exactly. The context where it's bankable is when after that people can hire you for shows outside in the real world. But in the pandemic, it's a dead end because nobody will hire you unless you can have sponsors. Me, during the pandemic, I was selling photos of my wife for brands that were sending dresses for her to wear. So that business continued because why not? It's online business. So as long as they have photos, we can send them clients. But most of the people, they didn't understand the opportunity that was there for them. And even YouTube, in my opinion, I was talking to some people that work at YouTube and I was telling them, you missed an opportunity and you let everybody be on Instagram where you could really have done something interesting. You know, the Brazilians, those are the ones who really, during the pandemic, some video had 1 million people watching live shows of all these people singing for 5 hours. They were doing shows for 5 hours, and in the middle of the show, they stop, they eat, they stay live, they're here, they chill, they talk, they this. You have QR. That's where I got the idea of the QR code here for the donation, because they all had a QR code. They had sponsors. They had like rotating sponsors, and I was like, they're making a ton of money.
They are.
You know, and
with sponsors, definitely.
And I guess the problem of the European governments is that we tend to really look for the providential president that will save us. I really don't need nobody to save me. I believe that, things happen. We have to adapt. And a lot of people, instead of adapting, they kind of, they just complain. Lydia, je t'ai découvert en regardant sur YouTube des vidéos, pas sur ta chaîne, de belly dance, et je découvre aujourd'hui Kaysha grâce à toi. Hey!
Eh ben, super. Tu vois, c'est exactement cette vidéo-là dont je parlais tout à l'heure. J'ai fait l'énorme erreur. J'ai posté une vidéo il y a 1 an et 1 mois de ça, c'était au mois de septembre 2019. J'ai posté une vidéo qui a explosé Internet, qui est devenue virale, incroyable. De façon incroyable, et c'est passé à la télé en Algérie.
Wow.
Il y a une chaîne YouTube qui l'a posté, il y a des millions de vues. Sauf que j'ai fait l'énorme erreur, déjà de ne pas faire de chaîne YouTube comme encore aujourd'hui, mais surtout je n'ai pas mis mon tag. En fait, c'est avec cette vidéo-là que j'ai appris à mettre
ton tag sur la vidéo.
Sur la vidéo, parce que là la vidéo est vide, et tu sais quoi, il y a je sais pas combien de personnes qui me cherchent depuis 1 an. Des fois, qui me trouvent, qui me disent, mon Dieu, mais ça fait des mois que je te cherche de partout. Parce que mon nom n'est nulle part. Ils disent que je suis marocaine. Ils mettent Moroccan dancer, je sais pas quoi. Donc, j'étais partout sur Internet, à la télé et tout. Et en fait, il y avait mon nom nulle part. Donc, tag, très important. Et chaîne YouTube, en fait, si j'avais posté cette vidéo sur ma chaîne YouTube avec mon tag,
c'est vraiment ce qu'on appelle, je te dis, les opportunités manquées, où les gens, dans ces moments-là, en fait, au lieu de paniquer, il faut vraiment se poser la question de quelle est l'opportunité.
Ah ouais.
Et je te dis, c'est une opportunité aujourd'hui va y avoir un grand nettoyage. Hein. Là, le Covid, c'est l'eau de Javel sur les microbes. Là,
de ouf.
Là, il n'y a que les gros cafards qui vont... C'est nous, il y a que les gros cafards qui vont survivre. Et effectivement...
là.
Et ah ouais, il faut être capable pour ça de s'accrocher quelque part et de réfléchir à qu'est-ce que je peux faire ici, quelle est l'opportunité, comment je peux transformer ce qui se passe. Tu sais qu'il y a des gens qui se sont enrichis pendant, enfin moi-même d'ailleurs.
Post-Covid que pré-Covid.
Il y a des gens qui sont plus riches parce qu'ils ont par exemple les prix de l'immobilier par tous les Airbnb au Portugal qui étaient vides. Hey Nisha, welcome home. Tous les Airbnb, par exemple, qui sont restés vides à travers le monde, les gens qui ont paniqué parce qu'ils avaient fait des investissements à la banque et qui d'un seul coup avaient peur de perdre leur argent, ont vendu à perte. Et il y a des gens qui sont venus, qui ont acheté, dans 5-6 ans, ils vont revendre 5 fois le prix.
Complètement.
Et en fait, il faut savoir être cynique dans ces moments-là. Comment expliquez-vous le fait que l'on connaisse tous plus ou moins un grand chanteur ou un grand acteur ou un grand sportif, mais on ne connaît pas forcément de grands danseurs?
Excellente question.
C'est vrai que moi j'ai commencé danseur, et danseur de hip-hop. Et c'est vrai que c'est le parent pauvre de l'art, surtout en France. Aux États-Unis, il y a des danseurs qui arrivent. Aux États-Unis, il y a des gens qui arrivent vraiment à en faire une carrière, mais c'est vrai que c'est pas facile.
C'est pas facile pour, encore une fois, le crédit qu'on y donne. Je pense qu'il y a une... C'est délicat parce qu'il peut y avoir une part de popularité. Le foot, c'est une usine Afrique parce que c'est hyper populaire. Mais est-ce que parce que c'est populaire que c'est une usine Afrique, ou est-ce que c'est parce que c'est une usine Afrique que c'est populaire parce qu'on brainwash, on matrixe les gens à consommer du foot? Peut-être que c'est voulu. Je sais pas s'il y a une question d'éducation, si on éduque les gens à être à fond dans le foot ou pas, parce que voilà, il y a des papas qui mettent leur fils au foot. Est-ce que c'est parce qu'ils kiffent vraiment le foot pour le sport, ou c'est parce qu'ils se disent que peut-être qu'ils vont devenir footeux et que ça va devenir des footballeurs pros et qu'ils vont faire grave de thunes. Donc on sait pas trop dans quel sens ça commence, dans quel sens ça va, qu'est-ce qui alimente quoi. Du coup, c'est vrai que la danse c'est moins populaire que le sport. Voilà, on connaît tous Usain Bolt, on connaît tous voilà. Je sais pas si c'est parce qu'il y a beaucoup, faut dire aussi qu'il y a vraiment beaucoup d'argent dans l'industrie du sport. Il y a énormément de sponsors, et est-ce que c'est à cause de ça que les gens se tournent beaucoup vers eux? Parce que si les danseurs avaient autant de moyens qu'ont les athlètes, on ferait très grandes choses aussi. Si les sponsors investissaient autant en nous, on ferait de très grandes choses aussi. Et peut-être que du coup, ça générerait autant de fric que d'autres industries n'en génèrent, tu vois. Donc l'industrie de la musique, c'est une pompe à argent aussi. Et je sais pas dans quel sens ça commence. Parce que je pense que la danse reste quelque chose d'aussi bankable que la musique, que le sport. Voilà, je pense que c'est parce qu'on n'y donne pas tant de moyens que ce qu'on donne à d'autres domaines.
Je pense que le public, enfin, heureusement ou malheureusement, le public qui est pour beaucoup, en fait. C'est le public qui crée la popularité de...
Tu sais, je pense qu'un public, il s'éduque aussi. On éduque les gens à être des consommateurs de ci et de ça. Tu sais, la danse, tu regardes, tu es en train de scroller sur Instagram, suffit que tu tombes sur une vidéo de quelqu'un qui danse, tu vas vouloir regarder, tu es sensible.
Il y en a plein,
pourquoi les clips vidéo existent et qu'on met des danseurs dedans? Pourquoi on met des danseurs dans les publicités? Pourquoi quand dans la rue, il y a des street shows, les gens s'arrêtent, regardent? Pourquoi ça les fascine? Pourquoi les gens vont prendre des cours? Je pense qu'on éduque les gens à être de plus gros consommateurs de quelque chose et de moins gros consommateurs d'autre chose parce qu'on y met moins de crédit et moins de... Tu vois. Je pense.
Je pense que Alors, pour avoir grandi en France, je parlais du cas français. Les médias français n'ont pas mis en avant, en plus de certaines parties de la population, n'ont pas du tout mis en avant la danse. Tu avais les mêmes 6 danseurs qui dansaient dans toutes les émissions de télé.
Clairement.
Et donc, si les médias ne... Parce que les médias, c'est quand même ceux qui envoient des trucs dans le cerveau.
C'est ça, c'est eux qui donnent à manger aux gens.
Voilà, ils ont quand même vraiment mis la danse de côté. Et ils auraient pu en faire quelque chose de... Parce que s'ils commencent à faire que la personne qui danse le mieux, c'est une superstar, la montre partout, la machin, la suivre, machin, les paparazzis, etc. C'est que ça qui fait une star.
Complètement.
Mais à nouveau...
On a le droit de mentionner des marques pendant ton live ou pas?
On a le droit de faire tout ce qu'on veut dans mon live.
Pour donner un exemple. Je vais donner l'exemple de Red Bull. Red Bull, ils sont partout.
Ouais.
Ils sont dans l'industrie du moteur, ils sont dans les courses de voitures, de motos, de machins.
Ouais.
Ils sont
Extreme Sports, etc.
Voilà. Ils sont dans la danse parce que là, j'ai travaillé pour eux il n'y a pas très longtemps et ils investissent énormément chez les danseurs et ça leur rapporte énormément. C'est incroyable. Ça veut dire que les mecs, ils ont réussi à partir d'une boisson. Ça veut dire d'un truc qui est consommable à vie parce que tous les jours, on a besoin de boire et de se nourrir. Donc, à partir du moment où tu vas dans l'agroalimentaire, tu fais une boisson, toute ta vie, tu vas vendre. Tu le sais. C'est pas un truc qui va être... qui va s'épuiser. C'est pas un besoin qui s'épuise de boire, tu vois. Donc, ils ont monté une marque autour d'une boisson, mais ils réinvestissent leur argent dans l'événementiel, dans la danse, dans les courses, Ils sont à fond, ils poussent des gens, des artistes de façon très forte, en fait, très solide. Et en fait, ça leur rapporte au final. Sûr. Parce que la place qu'ils se sont fait en poussant les danseurs, elle est impressionnante.
Mais c'est pas une marque française.
Oui, c'est autrichien, tout à fait.
Mais c'est là où j'allais en venir.
La mentalité.
Il y a un vrai mouvement et il y a une vraie opportunité aujourd'hui grâce à Instagram et YouTube. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, Instagram et YouTube ont remplacé la télé.
Oui.
Les gens sont plus occupés à regarder les films et les séries sur Netflix. Et Netflix, d'ailleurs, je vais faire une vidéo là-dessus bientôt. Ce sera sur combien d'argent Netflix, combien d'argent est investi dans le streaming tous les ans. 27 milliards. Et là-dedans, il y a beaucoup de danse, il y a beaucoup, etc. Et quand tu vois Instagram, il y a des gens qui sont devenus célèbres en dansant sur Instagram. Donc, tout pour répondre à ta question, Amine, en vérité, aujourd'hui, il y a de vraies opportunités de changer la donne par rapport à tout ça. These type of convos really... Tu vois comment je change vite d'une langue à l'autre comme ça, tranquille, easy.
Impressionnant.
E posso falar de uma língua a outra, toi assim. Donc,
I know.
These type of convos really drives home the point that fans like myself really need to support artists in these times. Failing on hard times can happen to everyone.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, definitely. But I actually think that it goes the other way around as well because artists, we can be saviors.
Yep.
I receive so many messages from women, from people that tell me that I saved their dark times. I gave them hope back. I gave them joy. Or mothers who hadn't danced, for decades. Sometimes they want to go back because they had this feeling from seeing me dancing. So I think that fans
inspiration.
But artists need to provide to fans as well because we wouldn't be there without them.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be a fan of someone if we didn't exist, right? So
Indeed.
We are codependent for real. So thank you for, admitting that. But I must add that we also need to keep on supporting our fans because it goes
both ways. I'll say it in an episode that since we are episode 55 today, so you have to see all 54 episodes to see all the things I say here. I say a lot of intelligent things.
I know.
I was saying in the last episode, I think it was the last episode 54. I was saying that being here, being live 2 times a week actually saved me as well, because as performers, it's hard for us. It's not just a question of money. It is hard to
Yeah.
not being able to express ourselves to the
Yes.
people that send us energy, and we give the energy. So it's a symbiotic relationship that the artist and the art lover are. There's an exchange of energy that is
Absolutely.
permanent, and what a lot of people are not talking about in these times. Everybody's talking about economics, everybody's talking about the money that artists are now making, but people are forgetting the fact that we cannot express ourselves, and a lot of us are dying of lack of self-expression way more than
Yes.
because you're not making money. You can always find a job. You can always, it's hard, but you can always try to find a job, find
Yeah.
ways to make money.
There's always a way.
If you don't have a choice. But to not being able to express yourself through corporal movement, through singing, through rapping, through poetry, through etc., etc., I think this is what will mentally hurt more the artist
Yes.
more than anything. There's gonna be a real problem in this term, and like I always say, like, support the artist you like. Even if you have $1, send them a PayPal, because if there's
because you're investing in humanity.
Exactly.
When you give even $1,
Yeah.
you have $1 to invest. What are you gonna do with it?
yeah
Either you invest in two best investments are yourself and humanity in a way. And when you invest in art, you invest in artists and you invest in art consumers.
yeah
So you basically invest in humanity, and you keep, you make it keep on going, growing, existing, because like it's the essence of life.
you pouring water on a plant.
Yeah, exactly. What you just said is literally what we live for: interaction, human interaction, and human creation. We create something because we provide content, we express ourselves
Yeah.
in a way, and we have people who are receiving that and having a reaction, and their reaction provides us something so that we can provide again creation. Like our creativity literally comes from the support we can get sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's all, we feed each other.
Indeed. DJ Gallas, what up, my brother?
Yo,
I really
what up?
need to have you here on the show, and we can talk about your experience as a DJ and also as the creator, one of the person behind the Miami Kizomba Festival. So I would love to have your input as well on how did you reinvent yourself. I know you've been doing a lot of live DJ sets. We talk on the phone all the time, and but I really wanted to have also your opinion on in the US with the craziness that's happening out there. How does it impact your Kizomba Festival out there in Miami? And I'm still realizing as well that after knowing you for 15 years, you still didn't invite me to perform in your festival. So I'm just putting it there.
Yeah, me neither though.
Motherfucker! J'ai l'impression que la danse est un art inconnu, sauf si on est du milieu, contrairement au cinéma ou à la musique. Tout le monde danse.
Ouais, c'est ça en fait. C'est juste que... En fait, je pense que Tu vois, le cinéma, c'est pas quelque chose de vraiment culturel. La musique, ça l'est, mais je veux dire, on verra plus de personnes danser dans un mariage que aller derrière les instruments pour jouer la musique live, tu vois.
Ouais.
Je pense que c'est tellement, tellement courant et répandu
Hmm.
que du coup, on ne le voit plus comme un art.
Hmm.
On ne la voit plus comme un art, mais on la voit comme quelque chose. Tu sais, c'est un hobby souvent pour les
Ouais.
gens, en fait.
2020 is the year of reinvention. That's how you do it.
Yeah, kinda.
Like, it's forced. Like, you don't have a choice. Either you.
Exactly.
It's like adapt and perish. Like right now we're in the Darwinism. You know, Lil Maro, my bro. I hope that my beat
Yeah.
has been mixed. I'm just gonna put it here. Now we have drill that's killing. Yeah, indeed.
Now we have drill that's killing now. What does that mean? I don't get
Drill
it.
is a trap, is a form of trap from
Oh,
the
yeah,
UK.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
You know?
I get.
So yeah,
I
it's
see.
right
Yes,
now. Yeah,
yes.
it's the new.
It's a big
It's
trend
the
now.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like especially with Pop Smoke, rest in peace. With his song Dior, he really put this style, and like right now it's everywhere. Double XL dit tu étais cassette d'or au Sénégal sans ton autorisation. Do you remember? Yeah, I do. Je rappelle très bien. Un jour, so one day me and Double XL, Double X23, sorry. You changed your name? Anyway, me and Will, we arrive in Senegal, and there's a guy at the airport. He comes and he says, "Yo, I have a cassette. It was a CD, I think. I have a CD with all 6 albums of Kaysha. Everything in MP3 in a CD, and he was selling it outside the airport." And I was looking at him like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah, for real. You want to test? You can listen. There's all the songs are there. One Love,
And
Fiona."
that's with you?
To me and Will. You remember Will? And yeah, we were. My cassette was gold, but we discovered that I had gold cassettes because I sold I don't know how many numbers, but we never had anything selling there. So it was all one label, just took my album in France, came, duplicated, and I was gold out there without ever seeing a dime.
Whoa.
The Kizomba vibe is for life because it's timeless. Smart girl, she knows what she's talking about and she knows what she wants. Stop talking smooth, bro. Please.
What is that? Okay, it's
a lot of
stars in the eyes.
The art of it all is how it makes people feel, and that's something that's universal.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the thing about art, is it's how it makes people feel.
Yeah, feeling is the strongest, the biggest target, the strongest. There's a saying that says people are going to forget what you said, but are never going to forget how they felt.
How you make them feel. That is true.
How people feel it's really like the main target.
Can you dance Funana?
Yes, I can. It's in my one of my last videos.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where's Chrome?
The one where I dance different thing.
Oh yeah? There's Funana in there?
In between, it starts at the end of the first part, and then the first, here.
Wait, let me see.
But
Which one?
you can the one where on the right.
This one.
Yes, this one. You can switch. It will start with Funana. Yes. Hey.
That's Funana?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hey. So Coupé, I chose big classic. Yeah, I dance alone though, but I know how to dance with a guy. And this is Loa. Hey. Okay, can we?
Wow. No way, no. I'm enjoying the
I
dance.
stopped right before the huh.
And what is this?
It's beat de chez beat.
Beat the shit beat. What's that? That's Congolese music. That's Congolese dancing.
Isn't it from Ivory Coast?
Okay. No, this
I think
everything is
there's
mixed.
and this is compa,
Oh, you have
my
compa as well.
the music of my life. Yes, but like it's so awkward without the music. Yeah, there's a kind of a.
So what is the difference between compa and zouk in terms of dance?
You know what? I actually realized. I mean, I learned not too long ago that compa is very close to kizomba technically, because I thought that compa was always chest to chest, right? It was always closed. I thought it was that, so I never thought there would be like steps and stuff like that. And actually, I was shown real compa dance videos,
Yeah.
and compa is way more richer than we think.
Yeah, yeah,
So I would say that zouk is more simple.
yeah,
It's like some parts of compa,
yeah. Simplified,
and
then
yeah,
they start.
the
But
main part of compa.
I have still have to do my research, but I think that a lot of the kizomba dance, other than the samba things that were added to it, a lot of it comes from compa, the dance as well.
Definitely,
Because
the dance videos I saw, Haitians showed it to me, because I'm now in a music studio from Haitians artists, and they're actually working on some compa in the room next door.
nice.
And they showed me real compa videos, and I was blown away, because if you take the music off and you put kizomba on it, it looks like any festival demo from him and her in this kizomba congress. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The way they take the music is actually super close to kizomba, so I wouldn't be surprised to find out that kizomba was very much inspired.
I'm really gonna do a whole video about this whole thing when I need to
Yeah.
talk to a few elders and ask them
Yeah,
like
me too,
specific
actually.
question about
Yeah.
who made what, when, dates, who came where,
Exactly.
and how everybody influenced themselves. Le
I was
Kizomba-
told that compa arrived in how do you say that? French Caribbean? Comment tu dis les Antilles en anglais?
Les Antilles, what, French Caribbean.
French Caribbean, yeah. And then it gave birth to Zouk, and then Zouk with Kassav and also Eduardo Pain in
Yeah.
stories in Angola. But there's also the story with Cabo Verde, so we don't really know. But I was told that, and I actually start almost all of my classes with compa, because, and it wasn't on purpose, because
Yeah.
it was before knowing this whole story.
Yeah.
The classes I give to women, because for me, compa music and compa dance, it's really is the essence of this thing that we have in kizomba, the way we move, the way we take the music, this, the way you let go and you let your body express itself. I always felt it was really strong in compa, so I always start all of my classes almost with compa, and you just freaking dance. And to me, this is how you get that move, So I had already that feeling, and then I found out later that it was that the story was kind of this one.
But I talked with Eduardo Paim actually, and I was actually surprised that when he met me, he started speaking in French. And I was like,
What?
I was like, what?
He's the one who gave me, when I won the World Championship of Africa Dansar in the south of Portugal, 5 years ago. He is the one who gave me the trophy. So I have a photo where I'm like thanking him, like bending, and he's like giving me the trophy, and he's so sweet. And I had no idea he talked French, but I have a really good memory with him.
So I arrive in C. Cuatro Pedro's backstage after his big show he did like 4 years ago, and Eduardo Paim was here backstage, and so Eduardo was like, yo, C. Cuatro was like, yo, you have to meet the creator of
Big shout out to
Kizomba.
Sequadro, by the way.
Yeah, big shout out to Sikwato, who will be our guest soon. And
Nice.
I'm here, and thank you, Matt Music. And I'm here, and so I'm about to speak Portuguese with
Yeah.
Eduardo Paim.
Obviously.
And he's like, oh, Kaysha, oh, je suis trop content de te rencontrer. And I'm like, wait a minute. How you speak French? And he's like, I'm Congolese.
What?
I'm like, what?
Oh,
And he's
wow.
like, yeah.
What?
His family flew the war,
Yeah.
the civil war of Congo that we had in
Okay.
the 90s. There's 1 million of Congolese people who came down and run away, and they went to Angola.
Gola.
So a lot of them actually, there's a mixing of population in Angola, that
True.
there's a lot of Cap Verdeans out there as well. Like Elisio was born in Angola.
Wow.
He's part of the there's a big Cap Verdean community in Benguela. A lot of them actually are Cap Verdeans. And a lot of people from the north, from Cabinda region, are all Bakongo, because it's Bakongo means down Congo, and a lot of them actually are mixed in population. They speak Lingala, and then in Rwanda there's a huge Congolese community, and a lot of these artists is now the second or third generation, and of course they are Angolans now, but their parents speak Lingala. And what Eduardo Paim told me was, my parents were from Congo, and when I was a kid I came to Angola, and even the president of Angola, the ex-president, he was he was a musician in Congo. I have a photo of him playing guitar in a soukous band, and he went to the university in Kinshasa back then. So our countries are intertwined, and he told me himself that his inspiration for Kizomba, one of the inspiration was listening to the music of Kassav and listening to Compa.
Yeah, Kassav made a really big impression there.
Exactly. Plus the samba. You have Kizomba. And I had the same conversation with the mother of my son. Her uncle is Mika from Tabanka Jazz, the legendary group of Guinea-Bissau, and he was telling me the same thing. He was, we were in Guinea and we were singing Kassav songs in weddings, and one day we just took after learning to do their songs, we just did one song and we just put lyrics in Creole de Guinea, and it's amazing because Tabanka means, it doesn't mean party, it means I forgot what Tabanka means. It's like Zouk. You know, Zouk means party. Kizomba.
I didn't know.
Kizombada means.
Zomba meant party, but Zouk I didn't know.
That's what's crazy. All these words, they mean the same thing. That's where it becomes interesting. Kizombada, it's a party in the village, and Zouk is the same thing in the West Indies.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And Atabanca is more or less the same thing. I think it's a bar or a place where you dance. It's the same thing. It's just different. And once you start, what I think my problem with people is that nobody is taking the time to research and document the history. So, but after talking to Eduardo Paim, I was like, okay, I can do it. I can do it, because even if the inventor has the same blood as me,
exactly,
then and what people also forget is that Angola, Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, all that was the Bantu kingdom called the Congo Kingdom. So and all the slaves, not all, but part of the slaves, I think 50% of the slaves that came from to Haiti, they came from the Congo region as well. So it's just a whole circle.
Exactly.
And I've been telling this for probably 2 months or 3 months now, that I'm going to do a special episode of Club Shada where we just talk about this. But I really want to document myself. And, you know, Joel is saying, Lydia, after this live, please start your YouTube channel. You will not be disappointed.
I will, Joel. Thanks for the support. I will.
We all learn from our mistakes. What Kaysha just talked about is free marketing tricks. Lydia, if you apply it right away, it might start slow, but it will pay off.
Okay. Thanks for the motivation, though.
Yeah, do it. Listen,
So sweet.
once you do your channel, you have a bunch of first subscribers here. We will all go and subscribe to your channel.
Yay. Okay, I'll work on it.
En France, dans la culture populaire, j'ai l'impression qu'il n'y a eu que les Twins et Fauve de Dals comme danseurs qui ont eu une exposition. À cause des Américains.
Bah, c'est ça en fait, c'est que les Twins ont percé dans l'underground en France, mais ils ont vu la vraie lumière que lorsqu'ils ont été poussés par les Américains.
C'est ça.
Et Fauve, ça a été un peu différent. En fait, il y a eu la télé. Encore une fois, c'est exactement ce qu'on disait dans le sens où, étant donné que c'est les médias qui nourrissent les gens, si on a le support des médias, on peut aller loin. Fauve est allée loin parce qu'elle a eu le support de la télé. Et les Twins sont allés loin parce qu'ils ont eu le support de l'étranger. Si les Twins avaient eu le support de la télé aussi, ils seraient allés loin en France. Mais les Twins avaient déjà percé dans l'underground avant de connaître le succès qu'ils ont connu. C'est vraiment les Américains qui leur ont donné ce...
Claire.
En plein là, quoi. Donc, c'est soit l'étranger, soit la télé. Et donc, du coup, comme la télé fait le choix de ne pas mettre la danse en avant plus que ça,
exact.
Bah, on se retrouve avec 3 personnes qui se battent en duel pour la lumière, quoi.
Internet. C'est là le futur.
La nouvelle télé, exactement.
I just noticed the new earphones, Kay. What are they? They're not new. Actually, they cost $30 on Amazon, and they have an amazing quality, and you can use them for lives, for phone calls, and slowly I'm taking this live like I'm building.
Nice.
Gelas, you laughing because you didn't invite us? I'm not gonna say nothing. Cassettes are coming back. Same for vinyls.
Really?
I don't know about that, sis.
I don't think so, but okay.
I mean,
maybe.
There's some people
There's
some people who are interested in the object. I know that Julie is really a fan of vinyls, and there's a market for that. But it's hard to beat the. Listen, this is in. As you can see, the case is from Shadaware.
I knew it.
Our dear sponsor, Shadaware.
I'm waiting for mine though.
I'll send it to you. And this is in the pocket of 3 billion people, and you cannot beat that. You can release a song. You can do a song tonight. And have it, like, I have a song called Diamonds. I was in the club in Miami, and I was hearing the song, and I was like, it's a nice song, but I didn't know who sang. I was just like, what's a nice song? I like it. And it stayed in my head. Then I arrive in Paris, I go to another club, and I hear again, Diamonds in. I was like, wow, I really like this song. So I go to the DJ, I'm like, hey, who sings this? And the guy's like, yo, that's the new Rihanna. I'm like, oh, wow. So dope. Oh, she killed it. The same night, 4 a.m., I get to my house after the club. I decide to play the video on YouTube. I play the chords. I do the beat. 30 minutes later, I do a Candy Zoo Kizomba version of the beat. then I read the lyrics, I find the lyrics on Genius, and I just listen one phrase that she's saying, and I just sing it phrase by phrase, because I really heard the song 3 times in my life. At 6 a.m. I'm done recording, 7:30 I'm done mixing, 8 a.m. I'm done mastering, and I send the beat to YouTube. I put the beat on my YouTube channel, and I just put a tweet. Yeah, Diamond's Kizomba version. And I didn't care more about it. The next day I wake up to 100 notifications on my phone. I'm like, what's going on? Who died? And I got tweets from people who don't tweet me usually. Journalists, singers, rappers, everybody like, oh, I did it. Oh my God, this song is amazing. And Diamond. I'm like, I have videos of people dancing to the song in Brazil, dancing to the song in China, dancing to the song in Portugal, DJs playing it, and I'm like, 2008. Today, this song plays around 50,000 times every month just on Spotify. I'm not even talking about YouTube. Probably has 20 to 30 million views on YouTube in all the videos where it is. Spotify, I'm not even sure how many views I have. Probably 4 million. Apple Music, I didn't count. Like, we're talking about a song that has something like 40 million streams, and I just did it in 2 hours, and I released it the next day, and then it was available on all the phones, in all the pockets of everybody around the world. And you cannot beat that. When you have a good song or a good video and it goes viral, you see the power of the internet. Of things can just, it's the same That's thing great. Where it's Blow the same up. Thing like if you walk in the street and you miss a step and you fall down and somebody films it, it will be in China in 1 minute. That's the world of today. I'm working on being a polyglot. I'm loving the clinics in a multi-language society on this show.
Yay.
Listen,
it's so important.
And we didn't even speak, so listen.
It really is important. And I realized it with the congresses.
So wait a minute, wait. For the next minute, we only speak in Portuguese.
Oh, no.
So go ahead. É muito importante, tu realizaste com os congressos.
Realizei que eu faço muitos congressos com SBK, sim, com salsa, bachata, kizomba também.
Uhum.
E então tem muita gente de toda a parte do mundo, né?
Uhum.
Tem os cubanos com a salsa,
mesmo.
Os espanhóis, colombianos, não sei o quê, com a bachata, os angolanos, portugueses, cabo-verdianos com a kizomba, e os franceses também, e há gente que fala inglês, né?
Yeah.
Então, realizei que ser capaz de falar muitas línguas é muito importante para conectar, se diz assim, né? Para a conexão com a gente. Porque assim, num congresso, posso falar com toda a gente. Posso falar com os cubanos em espanhol, posso falar com
wait. Continue in Spanish now.
Hola, la. Espera, ok. Me di cuenta de que ser capaz de hablar en diferentes idiomas es una cosa muy importante, porque así puedes conectar con todo el mundo. Puedes conectar con la gente de Cuba o de Colombia, o la gente que habla español. Puedes conectar con la gente que habla portugués, francés, inglés.
Wait. Continue in Arabic.
No, ما نقدرش. This one.
Just a little bit.
For real.
Just a little bit.
I just said it. ما نقدرش نهدر عربية for this.
What does that mean?
I just said I can't speak Arabic for this topic.
Do you know that I didn't even know that you spoke that many languages? Because we
really?
know each other for a long time, but we only see
Yeah,
each
but
other
I
like
thought you did
here and
because
there. We see each other in France. We see each other in Portugal. I think never.
no, we never saw each.
No.
I went to Portugal so many times, but I never met you there.
Yeah, and we see each other in Congo. We saw each other in Congo. We saw each other in
Congo,
the
Miami,
US.
France.
But actually, we speak more on WhatsApp. And
Yes.
so I didn't know that I'm discovering you a little bit.
Oh wow.
I'm gladly discovering you and the potential as I'm speaking to you, and it's interesting.
Nice.
It's great.
Oh, I'm
Hold
so
on.
honored.
I may have missed this already. French, English, Portuguese. Where did you grow up, Lydia? Or do you have a knack for languages? Whichever the reason, bravo, parabéns.
Oh, muito obrigada. I actually like, because as I said, being able to talk different languages, it makes you connect to people more easily.
Wait. Gelas. She's a MMA fighter. Go on.
Yeah, and actually we never finished. I mentioned MMA because that's how I was introduced to Portuguese from Brazil. And then with the Kizomba, I ended up talking Portuguese from
So wait,
Angola.
how did MMA fighting introduce you to Portuguese from Brazil? Is MMA big out there?
No. MMA was born in Brazil.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, it was born in Brazil. It's the first version of MMA it's called, like, we have luta livre,
Okay.
like wrestling, and Brazil was the spot where they first tried to mix martial arts. So you
Okay.
would have people from judo who would, fight against Thai boxers, and it was the first country to start mixing martial arts. At first, there was no rules, no weights, no nothing. Like, you could grab the balls or whatever fuckery you want to do.
Damn.
At the very first version, it was crazy.
Okay.
And then they started to, put rules. Not mix weights, like weight categories, and you can no longer do this and no longer do that, and this is how it became an actual sport. But it was born in Brazil, and so I met a lot of Brazilian people, and I love bossa nova.
I mean,
I'm a huge fan of bossa nova.
do you know that my number one song? So let me show you. Let me go to my Spotify, right?
Yay.
Do you know that my number one song?
I don't even know which one it is.
So many songs. Where's Kaysha in here? Damn. My number one song, 4 million views, is a bossa nova.
Wow.
I did a version of Havana in bossa nova, and this is my
Nice.
most played song on Spotify. That is
I have
crazy.
to
If somebody would have told me one day that it would be a bossa nova, and yeah, it's crazy. It's in so many playlists. It's in
Yeah.
4,000 playlists. It's playing all around the world, and I did a version of Havana. I had a Kizomba version, and then I gave the a cappella to a group called Makita, and they did a bossa nova version, and it just became huge. And actually, bossa nova and music popular Brazil is my favorite genre as well.
Yeah, me too. So this is how I was, and actually I was always mistaken with a Brazilian. Like, I've heard ever since I was a young girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look Brazilian because if
Yeah, kind of say that it's
like
true.
my curves, yeah,
You-
I have
you
the
kinda
Brazilian
curvy.
type body type.
Well.
So I was mistaken for a carioca,
Mm.
and so I had Brazil coming to me a lot, so I started to be interested in it, and I started to learn it with a book, And I had the Spanish basics, so it was
So,
kind of
so
easy.
what are your origins? Your mother is from Morocco or
Algeria.
Algeria?
No, my mom is from Algeria and my dad is French. So I'm just
Okay.
French and Arabic, nothing exotic, nothing
Well, it's exotic. What you mean
super
nothing exotic?
common. We are so many in France.
In
So
France.
super common, but I have nothing from South America, Ireland, whatever. I'm just common.
Olá, Kaysha e Lydia, bom dia. É um prazer ouvir voz online. Eu também gosto de dançar e ouvir compa, é muito puro. Zuke compa refinado. Lydia, sabes dançar amapiano?
Nem conheço Amapiano.
So,
Nem conheço.
amapiano é o primeiro som que eu estava a jogar na intro. Isso é amapiano.
Ok.
Actually, my new song, it's an amapiano and it's killing right now. It's like after 2 days, I never had so many
Wow,
plays in 2 days. I'll
I
send
had
you.
to listen to this.
I'll send you my amapiano playlist.
Obrigada por educar-me. Não me lembro do nome da pessoa que.
Amapiano is this new genre from South Africa. It's killing everything right now.
It's new already.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
like
I have to
two
check
years
this out.
old, I think, 2-3 years old, and it's right now. It's the sound like it's crazy.
I really have to check it out.
I'll play my song in the end of this. It's already
Yay.
free at 3:30. Yeah, it's what? It's 4:30 for you. Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna.
Oh wow.
The conversation is interesting, but I'm gonna liberate you soon. How similar is Criollo from Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verdean Criollo? Oh, they both have
Understand each
Portuguese roots, but they different. They different.
I thought they understood each other.
They do because of the Portuguese root of both of them.
Roots. It's
But
like the Criollo from Haiti and the Criollo from.
yeah, the West Indies, you can
Martinique and
you can more or
Guadeloupe.
less understand each other. Yeah, it's more or less the same. It's we should work on a Kizomba Zouk Kompa documentary. Okay. Listen.
Yep.
I have been having conversation with people about that. So yeah, this is really something that. But like I said in the beginning, I really felt that it was not my place to do it. I wanted to let the people who from the culture more or less do it. But then after meeting Eduardo Paim, I was like, well, I guess it's. And I think,
Yeah, you're doing it.
and also I think my contribution to the culture, yeah.
Definitely.
Gelas is asking if you speak Criollo as well.
No. Por que então falar português?
Well, you know,
Não,
if you speak
eu
Portuguese,
posso
you
falar
understand
crioulo
Criollo a
também.
little bit, you know.
Falo francês, mas não posso falar crioulo de Haiti ou de não sei onde.
Kaysha, vai gravar com ela quando? But she's not a singer.
Gravar o quê? Gravar música ou gravar vídeo?
Both of them, I guess.
I'm not a singer yet.
She's not a singer yet, but when she is, trust me, she can just knock
You
on my
didn't
door.
say if she is, you said when. Okay.
Well, listen, this is the place of opportunities.
Let me take it.
Anderson Silva is Brazilian, one of the biggest MMA name worldwide. He had such a huge following here in the US. Lots of Brazilian MMA fighters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He is. Like
Gelas
the
is saying
Brazilian
música and videos. Well,
Vamos falar, Kaysha.
hey. Well, listen, it was an amazing conversation.
Yes.
You know, it's very late for her. It's 4:30. She's 30 minutes from freedom, because out there.
An hour and a half. It's 6.
An hour and a half. Because out there in Paris, whenever at 9 p.m. curfew. It's like a war zone out there. That's crazy.
Crazy.
So like
and
if you,
people go crazy right before.
but that's,
Traffic is crazy.
oh my God. I have a friend, Lil Maro. He was telling me that when he drives his bus, the streets like at 10, the streets are empty. This is crazy. Like
Nice.
when you think of artists, we're gonna be trapped in a world where we cannot express ourselves for until the end of the year for now, and we don't know
For sure.
until when.
People say it's gonna go until 2022. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I'm gonna do my show here soon. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start.
And I'm going to start my YouTube channel, so we have work.
Oh yeah. You have 500 people who came here tonight, and so you have
Yay.
500. Your 500 first subscribers is gonna be us. Listen, I'm gonna ask everybody to click this link that I'm putting in the chat. This is her Instagram, where you can continue to follow her in what she does. Soon as she has a new YouTube channel, I will make sure to put it here as well. And it is true that we already worked together on some stuff.
Yes.
But it was more sponsorship for our dear sponsor, shadaware.com. You know, we have, let me go to the Shadaware Instagram. Shadaware, where is it? There you go. Because if I remember well, where is Chrome? We have, hey, we have a video together. Look at this, leggings. Because you had a video where you would, look, there she is.
Yeah,
she
I
is.
was going to give, you know what day that was? I was getting started to give an online class for an online festival. I was, hyping myself up, and I chose to wear Shadaware to, promote it. And it's an organizer from Chicago that organized this online festival. And that's what I was doing. I was about to give a class.
And then we have another one.
Another one.
I
think it's pretty far because it's like a year ago or something.
There you go again.
Oh,
Wearing
I'm enjoying
our
using
Shadaware legging. There's another one where you are
really
giving.
loved this outfit. This was in Reunion Island. This was a class demo. I'm only wearing the leggings, but I have the top. It was Reunion Island, and I actually, you know what? I didn't know how many people from there were following me and following my work and loving my work. And I arrived there and I saw so many women. Like, the classes were full, and I received so much love and support from Reunion Island. So, merci. This was New Year's Eve.
So yeah,
And there's the Malembe video.
Yeah, the Malembe video. There it is.
It's here. Yay! I really love the outfit. It's crazy, and the quality. You know what?
Thank you.
Kaysha, I don't know if I told you, but when I received the package, when I opened it, I think I told you, I was blown away with the quality, honestly. And I'm not saying that because it's you or because it's your brand. I'm fucking honest. The quality is amazing. So I was super happy to see that you were actually, growing a brand, promoting quality, because making lame clothes, it's easy. It's attainable for anyone. But like the quality and the beauty and I love it.
It's I hope that I have to check when is your next package, because I sent you something.
Yeah, but it was during COVID, right?
Yeah, it's COVID is not helping, but I know I sent you something, and it should be on its way, but the post offices are a nightmare. But I know that I'm gonna check it out because
But I can't wait
I
though.
sent you the new bombers, I believe.
Yeah, you showed
Let me
me.
see. You should be delivered between.
And I think you there's a mask that is matching,
Yep,
right?
it is. It should have arrived actually the 15th of October, so it's probably on the way.
Okay.
It's on the way, hopefully.
Okay.
Ah,
But yeah, guys, go ahead.
yeah. So,
yeah, we
so
kind of
Lydia,
worked
you live
together,
in
but
Paris, huh? Leave us alone, future soundbeat. Mashki Zomba is saying, great conversation.
Obrigada, Mashki
Thank
Zomba.
you. Fernando
Great
is
channel.
saying, muito obrigado, Lydia. Sou Fernando Cobre de Moçambique. Vou te ensinar como se dança amapiano. Hey.
Oh, muito obrigada. Sim.
This is one of the most inspiring club Shada. I'm having a great time. Ah, that's beautiful.
Nice. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, and it's fun because you know when you invite somebody to have a conversation with you, you never know what's gonna be.
You never know.
Because you don't know if the people know how to talk, express themselves, or and yeah, it's the other one. Like I remember the one with Eddie Cuddy was mad funny. It was like we laughed the whole time, and this one was was very interesting. We had a very interesting conversation. I also learned a lot of things. DJ Gelas, I've been following her for a minute actually. Of course you are, bro.
Okay, next step is hiring me.
Exactly. Next step is hiring us.
Us.
I can be her
on the same festival.
I can be her dance partner.
And I'm going to dance during his showcase.
Your turn to follow DJ Gelas. Yeah, that's how connections are made. Everybody go and follow her on Instagram, and you know.
I will.
Anyway, listen. Thank you, Lydia, and check out a dance from Cape Verde called Batuk.
Batuk. I danced Batuk in Reunion Island with my friend Boni. It's a video where we start with like Arabic dance and then we dance Batuk.
There you go.
On a big classic again.
Well, Lydia,
and you know that the Day of Independence from Algeria is exactly the same as Cape Verde.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we celebrate the same day. So we didn't know at the time we made the video. So this year when the Day of Independence was celebrated, we found out, and then some pages shared our video because two countries meeting each other and they have the same Independence Day, and we were dancing Arabic dance and Batuk.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it was a great memory.
Mashki Zomba is saying it looks like we already followed her on Instagram.
Nice, Mashki Zomba.
Hey.
You'd have done that a long time ago, though. I'm going to follow back.
You have to follow back everybody.
Yep.
Well, listen, it was a pleasure having you on the Club Shada. I hope you had a great time. We had an amazing time. We had a great conversation. I can't wait to continue having conversations with you and build on the future. And Emmanuel is saying, good night, everybody. Kaysha family and Lydia.
Good night, Emmanuel.
Everybody, if you enjoyed this conversation, leave a heart in the chat. Everybody, leave some hearts in the chat.
Heart attacks everywhere.
And make sure you go follow my girl Lydia Laprade on her Instagram and on her future YouTube channel. And listen, if you need any help when you do your YouTube channel, it's something I do all the time. I tell people who are part of the family, if you need beats that you can use for YouTube channel, it's all you need to do is ask.
I know, and this is why we love you.
I feel loved.
Of course you are.
Sorry.
Good night, Mashki Zomba. Bye, Julie. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Bye, Levi. Yes.
You're gonna receive a foot. You're gonna have your lips destroyed just like that.
So many hearts. Thanks for the love, guys. Thank you, Kaysha, for having me. I was super honored. I had a great time.
Us as
I
well.
can't wait. I really can't wait to move forward into my career. Besides you.
Go ahead. We're here watching, and yeah, listen.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that can be done. You have a great brand, and you have been your work with Priska. You have been doing an amazing job. So you know.
Big shout out to Priska, though.
Yeah.
I have no word to describe this guy.
I listen. You know, when I saw your last video with him, in the parking lot, I was like, I have to ask this guy to shoot me a video.
Fucking hell.
'Cause the guy is
like, this video is a baby to me. Like, I was in the middle of the lockdown. I was laying on my couch listening to this song, Joro, from Wizkid. And this is how I work. I have huge waves of creativity, you know, and I wrote the video, like all of the plans and the outfit and the choreo and everything in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
And I texted Priska. I said, I have our next video, and he trusts me, so he goes, okay, let's go. And it's my parking lot.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, so I came up with everything, and he's such a genius that he understood everything, and he has this way to magnify this. He's a freaking genius. This is my parking lot. This is my clothing, my clothes. This is, yeah, I mean, that's
This
it.
is her body.
This is my dancing.
Yay.
And he's a fucking, I mean, look at the way he, look
yeah.
at the way he shoots. He's a
Amazing.
genius. So we
Listen.
know each other for, actually, we know each other for a pretty long time, but we started collaborating a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And
There's
I
a
mean, he's
move
an
you
amazing
do.
guy.
Wait.
Even the human
Here
being
you
behind
kill
the
here.
artist.
Boom, 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 and then
Stop.
slow motion, and then the thing you're gonna do with your here. Wait. There's a thing you're gonna do. Oh, whoa! When you did that, I was like, what? What?
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the way he's shooting that. He's a genius. He really is a genius. He has a great eye, and he works in so many different areas. Like he's now developing video games. He created a video game that went viral called Popcorn Garage and Popcorn TV. It's online. You can check it out. And now there's the card game that is coming out. He's also working for other brands. And like, he's a genius. And even the human being is amazing. Like he's a really big brother to me. And I'm going to support him as much as I can. And I know he does the same with me. So we have a really, you know, strong loyalty going on. And I'm super proud of that. And I guess you can tell in the work we make together.
I can't wait to work with him.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce him to you, definitely. Like, for real. You're gonna like him a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Yes. And he's Congolese. He's from
See,
Congo.
Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Just call me soon as you land, brother. From
I have to go
Trumpistan.
to Portugal. I miss Portugal so much. I have to visit.
Just call me soon as you land as well. Thank you, Lydia. Tu es lumineuse.
Oh, merci Julie, c'est adorable. Merci.
That's the Matrix move. Well, listen, Lydia, all we can do is wish you the best. Thank you so much for being part of the show. And
I'm so happy. I'm so proud. Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to see you soon in Portugal and vibe and work together. And I'm sure that you're gonna have a lot of new followers from this. And
I hope.
And yeah, it was great.
Yes.
So
thank you so much.
Enjoy the
guys.
rest of your curfew.
Yeah, I'm going back home in an hour now.
Damn. Anyway, thank you so much.
Yay.
Lots of love. Bye bye.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you all. Mwah.
Ciao.
Love, love, love. More, more.
Wow, wasn't she amazing? She was amazing. Listen, that was a great show. I'm really happy, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. It's always great to have a great conversation with a great guest. I really had a ton of fun. As always, we had like 500 people here tonight. I can't always, but I will do it every episode. Express to you my gratitude for supporting the show and staying with us like all night. And one day I will do a special club Shada like all night, like from 8 p.m. till 8 a.m. sunrise together. I will film from the beach, whatever, and that was it will be great. That was really a great episode, so I'm happy that everybody enjoyed. So I'm gonna leave you guys with Amapiano, actually, my newest song called "The Love of Life." It's an Amapiano song, and I will see everybody Wednesday night. Well, we will talk about I don't know the subject yet. I'll find something to talk about. So good night, and stay real, stay safe, stay beautiful.
When we were kids, we didn't know we had everything. Oh yeah. A loving mother, sunshine, we were born